Housing, stuff, video games, la 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 la. That's my song, baby. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk and hang out. It is reset day. Although I don't know if realms are up yet. They're scheduled to be up in about 23 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Many bugs still being ironed out. Race to world first people are, I don't know. It feels like they're kind of in disarray because, you know, they're experiencing issues with like raid balance and bugs and, you know, that usual thing. Oh well, we'll see how it goes over there. As for the housing stuff, everything is almost fine. We still can't do basements. That still makes me kind of poop, unless they suddenly said something or they do something when realms come up. Then I'll be very happy about that. Because, I mean, to me at least, basements are going to be a really, really big deal. That is going to do a lot to kind of like alter the landscape of how housing is going to look. You know, in the coming like weeks and months, as people start to think of like new ideas and all that, and that'll be like hella fun. Of course, we have a full round of visits for the week. We got 6 folk that will be visiting today. So sorry, US folk. Y'all, I ain't gonna see y'all until tomorrow's. But we do have like a full thing next week. I think there's like a couple of folks that I deferred for a little bit later. I think there's like 2 people or 3. No, 2. Yes. So let me make that person confirm now. Yeah, let's make it nice and easy. I'll just do it now. I think I'm doing this a week ahead of time. So let me make sure that they get in. So I will have 16 slots opened for next week. Signups are gonna happen in about an hour and 20 minutes. But also, we're kind of on patch watch. So at any time this week, could be today, could be whenever, we might get an announcement or a reveal of the upcoming 12.1.5. So as y'all know, whenever that happens, you know, we kind of put a hold on visits and tours for a little bit as we cover that stuff, do some quick reactions, post a quick thingamajig, and then we can get back to our lives. So it's only a few weeks till BlizzCon, and I'm scared as fuck. Straight up. It's the 25th today. So 2 weeks, so 14, 15, 16. So in 16 days or so, I'm going to be traveling. I won't be traveling that long. But like it's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks is BlizzCon week. Oh boy, it's I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. There are things going on that we're still waiting for announcements. I'm still waiting for announcements on when they're going to talk about like the things that are happening. I don't know everything that's going to happen. But there are things that are going to happen that I can't talk about yet. It's stupid, huh? But you know, I'm waiting on that. Tap 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 on my feet and all that. But well, that's a 2 weeks from now kind of thing. Now that is going to affect the stream schedule. So while next week is going to be a full week of fun times, the week of BlizzCon, I'm only going to be here on the 8th and the 9th. On the 10th, that's when I'm going to travel and like do stuff. Yeah. But I will be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday, so those will be like special little like, yay, let's all hang out, have a good time. And we'll do maybe like long streams. We'll speculate. We'll make like a bingo card and all that stuff, and you know, figure out what's going on, and then BlizzCon. And I still don't know everything that's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing at BlizzCon. That's how. So if there's any narrative that people want to push about like, oh my god, they haven't revealed the schedule and blah blah blah. Yeah, they haven't. They sure haven't. So let me say hi to folks right quick. As soon as I find you. Rumis, you're the first person to say hi. Hey, you get a point. Congratulations. What's up to Susan Seagroves and Ravens and Savitar? What's up to Darth Tazo, Hexraven, Hazelnut, Blywin, Malvenu, Blywin? Hello to Annie Frell and Slippin' Hand and Arcadius and Moxon and Thistle and Nather and Macho and Ice Skid and Kavik Wolf. What is up to? Still going. Ashfade and the Fellstorm and Zisa Maker. What's up to Sully Amigos and Rain and Brick Girl J and Bisky and Riversong, and to the rest of y'all, the beautiful digital smiling faces are going to be joining us throughout the day. Hi. Drop's still going. Just a quick reminder, make sure you claim your stuff. It's going to end soon. I don't know when actually, but it's going to it's going to end at some point. So make sure you claim your stuff. I'd hate for you to lose out on, transmog. It's not the core. It's not a cool Murgle looking thing, but awesome. Lots of familiar names. Thanks to the regulars for coming in and always being darling faces. To the regular housing folk too. Saw some familiar names whose places we're going to be visiting today. I believe it was Macho who's first in line. I think. Yes, Macho does happen to be first in line. So we got some classics. We got some classics ahead of us throughout the week, actually. Macho's one I remember quite well. Bisky I also remember well. ZC Maker or ZZ Loud is quite memorable. Custodian's going to be later in the week. It's going to be quite a week. Yeah. So I really appreciate folks who invite folks like me to come and look at their place. It's a treat. And I try to make like a nice show of their place and make them feel special. And also for the first time, I think we're going to be doing it one time today, just once. We'll have a share code available. So I'm still kind of like, on how I'm going to do this. But at least at the moment, the way it feels like what I'm going to do is at the end of a visit, I will post the code. And that's it. I just post the code when I'm done. And then after that, if you want to reach out to the person, cool. Go ahead. I gave their name. Good luck, buddy. And give that stuff out. That's going to be different from the housing challenge. So when the time comes for that, and how many entries do I have? I don't have a whole lot because I know that people are making stuff. People have been saying over and over again, oh yeah, I'm working on a thing. So while I don't want to rush people and be like, oh my God, hurry up and put something in, I get anxious because I'm like, oh my God, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 people who have entered so far, which is fine because I'm counting on there being more. Now, if September 12th comes up and I'm like, oh my God, there's still only 8 people, then I'll be in a big panic. I'm like, oh no. But I have been trying to spread the word as much as I can, and the places that I hit that have been submitted, they've been great, absolutely great. They're so much fun to look at and everything. I want to start my carnival build because they turned out cute, but it's in the PG line. But so maybe when I change it out, don't worry about safe for work stuff. I really care about safe for work stuff if I happen to be. I'm saying it like this is no big deal. If I happen to be streaming on the Warcraft channel, then I really care. Then I'll actually go in and I'll look at the place ahead of time. I'll spoil myself. Oh my God. Just to make sure that everything's cool. And if it's not, then I'll let folks know. And I've done that. I'll be like, oh, can you like scrub this a little bit, or can you a little bit less blood, please? That sort of thing. And everyone has been very accommodating for that. Other than that, though, at least the visits that we do here, sure, whatever. It's now I the only thing that there's a line that I cross to be crossed where, if you got like go-go dancers and stuff like that, then that's cool. If you have depictions of characters who are like swinging on a pole or whatever and they're wearing bikinis or something like that, that's fine. If they're naked, I don't know. If they're depicted to be naked, it's kind of walking the line. But if they're depicting like sex acts, like, oh yeah, here we go, she's totally on that dude. Yeah, that's where it crosses the line for me. So that's the only thing that I enforce, because I want folks to be able to, watch this at home. If there's kids walking around doing their thing, or if you happen to be at work, then everything will be fine. So how's your weekend? Any cool stuff happen? Any cool things happen? Like for me and D, it's mostly been like just kind of clean up and prep for the trip. So I've been talking with folks and getting stuff together and all that. I wish I can go to BlizzCon and meet everyone. That'd be awesome. Excuse me. A quick thing. Anyone going? Anyone going to BlizzCon? Any chance that I'll see some of y'all? Because I'll have more stickers. So the prototypes that I got, I still have these, like these little cool stickers right here. He was like, dude, you should get vinyl versions of the stickers. I'm like, oh, vinyl? What's that? So she told me about it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get those. So I ordered a bunch of vinyl stickers. That's kind of all I got. That'll be like the little exclusive souvenir if you happen to find my ass. So you got your Hall of Fame? Nice. Oh yeah, did you guys finish? Like for some of you guys, did you guys get your Hall of Fame thingamajig? Defeat. I forgot the damn dude's name. Defeat the Dell boss and all that hard mode. Do I suspect 12.5 PTR news today? I expected this week. I mean, I expected it last week, mainly delicious. But if it comes, it comes. And so that's me just kind of telling the audience and telling folks whose places I'm visiting, hey, there might be a chance that this is going to happen. And that's going to that's going to cause a bit of delay with the visits for today. On an intern, I just haven't had time yet. Was getting my main house stuff to 12 and getting another from the new budget cap. I'm hoping to sign up for a tour today once the sign-ups open. Good luck to folks who are signing up. Another thought that came to mind too, because that's still it's still an issue that's on my mind. This wouldn't solve anything exactly, but my thought is, okay, what if I do have a separate queue just for people who they know that they who know they can't sign up normally, they just want to sign up whenever they feel like, but you cannot, but the expectation is you should expect your visit to be within the next 3 weeks to a month or something like that. And then what I'll do on my end is I'm just gonna book you and I'm gonna slot you in for a thing, and then that's how it's gonna happen. That's it. That's kind of it. So like, let's say I open up the queue, this other queue, and then like 50 people sign up. I'm gonna take 5 people I'm gonna take 5 people and I'm gonna put it in for this week. 5 people put it in for this week, 5 people for this week, and so on and so forth, and do that stuff ahead of time. And then when the normal queue opens up, then I might have like only like 13 slots open, something like that. And so maybe I could do that. That's like the only thing that I can think of that's clean. And then of course there's eventually adding a stream day. That's all I got. that's it. Let's see. Kevin Wolf went to his uncle's house Memorial this weekend and spent time with family. Hey, family is cool. Hold on to them, because you never know. Some of us, I'm a bit not estranged from my family, but I'm from my extended family, that is. But I just haven't talked with them in quite some time, so not a big deal though. Hots has 2 questions that might confuse me. Is this week a catalyst week or a spark week? We were at 4 sparks when servers went down. Every week is a spark week, but then you only get like the one. Or like you only get 1 spark a week, Hots. That's it. So cap will go up by 1. No, I'm sorry. We'll go up by 2 every week. Wait, is that right? Or is it just 1? Shit. I think this is 1. Yeah. But it's not a catalyst week this week. No. Let's see, Sola got your Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Yay. I just came back to midnight, still leaving my first tunes. Boring as boring can get, but I'll get there soon. If you're bored, Empty, then stop. Oh, still leveling your first tune. Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, oh, if you're just doing endgame stuff and it's boring, then oh my god, stop playing the game. If you're not having fun, stop. If the going gets tough, stop. I'm that kind of person. So perfect with the additional EQ because I would love to see you do the Harry Potter house and Lord of the Rings. Wait, what? Wait, hold on, I'm missing stuff. What Harry Potter house and Lord of the Rings house? I don't know what you're talking about. The same rules would still be in place though. So like if you happen to sign up and you sign up too soon, then I'm going to automatically push you out. The only problem that I think I have right now is I want to make that visible. I want to make this visible for people, but of course I have to finagle with how I want to make a visible form that people can see, but also hide all the battle tags. I think I know what I can do. It's just going to be me teaching myself how to hook one form to another or something like that. And hopefully I can figure that out. If I can, then great. That way people can kind of sort of see a calendar and then make a request. Oh, can I be on this day? Can I be on this day? And I might say no. So it's going to be more work on my end, but if it helps to catch the folks that have that sort of trouble, okay, cool. So, because no doubt there are some people who want to have like a fast return time. You know, they want to have their house be visited in like a week or so, and that would be great. 7 minutes until start time, by the way. Let me head over to Matcha's place, I believe. They first. Matcha is at that place. Okay. More fun with friends. Thought I kept it too low so I could level with her on that. Nice. You got food poisoning. Oh hell no. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry about that. Woe to the person who got you food poisoning. You know, the last time that happened to me it was many moons ago now. It was oddly enough, at our favorite cafe. There's a place that we go to, delicious place. Turn around real quick. And I had a brownie. You know, we had we went to dinner. It was nice. Had a brownie, and then I went home. As I was heading home, I was not feeling good. I was like, oh man, oh. So by the time I got home, it was already over. But you know, so I purged that, and then I was just kind of like sick in bed for like the next day or two. No, more like a day. Because at least it happened, so it was there and gone like kind of right away. It was just bad, whatever I had. But thankfully, I purged it all out, I guess. There was one time though, oh man, I had food poisoning and I was out for like a week. It was crazy. That was terrible. I blame my dad for that one. He used old seasoning or old sauce or something like that. I'm like, dude, Dad, this tastes weird. He's like, no, it's fine. It wasn't fine. It wasn't fine at all. I asked a month ago if there's a way for people that could not be present for the sign of opening because I visited a Harry Potter build and Lord of the Rings 2 build from a very creative builder, and I asked them to sign up. They said they cannot. So glad you've been working on a solution for those people. Now I want to make it clear too. If people want to sign up, so like let's say that person, they want to show off their build. Oh, I can't make it. If someone wants to sign up for them, I'm not gonna know it. You know what I mean? The problem with that though is if you sign up someone without their consent, then obviously they're going to be very confused. And I've seen it happen here too. I've seen situations here where I'll someone fills out the form, I do the battle tag invite, and they refuse. And I'm like, why are you refusing? You signed up, didn't you? Right? So that could always be a thing. But of course, yeah, people can, yeah, I'm not going to know if someone signs up on behalf of someone else. As long as they know the battle tag and all the, and you know, that's the most important thing, the battle tag and the address. Just give me that stuff, and the rest is like, you just guess or lie or whatever. It'll be fine. I sign up lots of people that are unable to. Yeah. So there's no problem with that, as long as the actual designer is aware of that. So they should know, you know, when you sign up for them, hey, you're going to get an invite from this and this battle tag, soul, whatever the hell the numbers are, and then he does the rest, and then like that's it. Just make sure your house is like not privated and all that, and then you're good to go. So. But there are folks who still just like can't make it into the queue or something like that. Or there are people who are like, oh, I just did my build. I have no intent on doing a teardown or whatever. Yeah, sure. I'll just go ahead and sign up, and he'll visit me in a couple weeks, and that's cool, you know. Sometimes I don't talk about this very much, but sometimes I'll just go to someone's build. I'll go back because I need like screenshots or something like that, and I'm like, oh god, I hope things don't change too much. And sometimes they'll change dramatically, and I'm like, ah, crap, I can't get these screenshots anymore. No, but a lot of the time, once folks are done with the build, they tend to just kind of like, they'll sit on it for a while. Now these days, we live in a world of blueprints, and so if someone feels like doing a teardown, like, you know, if they want to just like kind of switch from one save slot to another, they can definitely do that. And hey, no problem there. Let me get some fans running because it is warm. Oh my God. I don't know what it is. Kind of crazy. Okay. Alright, so I think I've said hi to most everybody. There was someone who subscribed off. Well, I guess I won't call them out because they subscribed off stream, and so I guess it would be rude to call them out like that. Servers are up, nice. Happy Vault Day, US folk. May your vaults be like not poop. I thought there was supposed to be a preview code for housing. I'm not sure what you mean by a preview code. At some point, there's going to be a thing called showcases. And while I don't know the details on that, the infrastructure around it is we'll be able to save the state of our home. So basically, it's like getting a blueprint, and then I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm not explaining it very well, but we'll be able to create an instance of our home separate from our actual place. So like, here's Macho's place. Hey, awesome. So he can save the state of it and turn it into a showcase, and then they can advertise it or post it or somewhere, and it'll be, people can just kind of go to it. Meanwhile, they can tear down their house. They can switch to a different blueprint. They can start working on other stuff, but people can still visit their place via showcases. So it's kind of a cool thing that might be possible, but yeah, we know very little about it. So for all we know, they might scuttle it because it sucks, or I don't know. So one thing I like about being able to save with blueprints is like seasonal stuff, like the fall stuff we were getting, they can switch them out. But Britt has not looked at blueprints yet or experimented with them. I've been doing a lot of experiments with blueprints because I have all these, because I have a round of very different blueprints to work with. And so what I've been doing, and this is kind of insane of me, I've been buying every possible decor that'll be used for everyone's blueprint ahead of time, because that's what I have to do. And I hope that I don't run out of budget. So it's gonna be kind of this whole contest idea of mine is like really stupid. It's really dumb on my end, and so I hope the next time I do this, it'll be done through like showcases, and that'll be like just way easier. And I don't have to use up like huge amounts of my personal budget and gold and whatnot to get that house. Anyway, let's get this thing started, shall we? Recording on, that goes away. Music off. They'll be dead the first time you import a blueprint with dyes and the dyed items aren't usable. Yes, that is correct. So basically, if there's anything any blueprint that I import that has dyed decor in it, it becomes kind of like locked to itself. Now there are instances where, like for example, white tiles. Those new tiles, like, and they're all colored white, so the same color. There is some possible overlap, but what I'm basically doing is I'm gonna overbuy, and it's gonna be really stupid. This whole thing, yeah, it's gonna be really dumb. what I do, and hopefully because there's only so much budget that people can possibly use, hopefully it won't be like so bad, but it could be potentially really, really bad. I haven't actually spent that much for the 7 blueprints that I bought that I have right now, or however many there are. I only spent about 60 grand or something like that. Yeah, because remember, nothing's crafted or rare or anything like that, even the dyes. So should be good. If not, full panic. Full panic, super stress. But y'all ain't gonna see it. I'll just tell you about it later. All right, let's get this thing going. Use inky black if I can. I wish I could, but since I'm on a trial account, I cannot, unfortunately. Folks, pretend it's like the dead of night right now, and it's like, the inky black is on, and then now, so everyone say, "Oh, dude, that looks so sick with the inky black. Oh my god." That way it fools the chat, and then when people see the VOD, then they'll be like, "Oh my god, wait, what are they talking about? I don't see inky black at all." So, yeah, just mess with people. All right, folks, this is Macho Mage's place. We're over in Founders, and oh my god, look how black the thing. No, I'm just kidding. Just let's check this thing out. Now, we've been to this place before, but it looks like it's had quite the exterior revamp. We got a huge house. Actually, it's been very, very skinned. We'll take a closer look at it in just a bit, but we got this all purpled up house. And we'll see how that works. We do have the kind of familiar staging here, but it has been very, very upgraded. Like, we have like the nice smooth tiles as we go in. We got our snacky bar, but we also got creatures helping to set this up. And wait, is that a pet? Wait, how? No, I think that is a pet. Yeah, Coppers, I believe, is a pet of sorts. But here we got like this whole stage set up thanks to the pets being set up here. So they're all like sunken in, and now we have like this cool audience of momos, of monsters, creatures, and all that stuff, celebrating all the cool things. We got our band playing. Now I gotta know the name of the band. Void Band, or I don't know. What I'm fascinated about, though, is, I'm going to back up, is we have this whole spread with the current budget. This is kind of nuts. Like, the pets alone, they take up like 5 budget a pop. That is not cheap. And then we also have like some newer stuff, like we have these newer tables that you get with community coupons. These have been dyed purple as well, so you can get that awesome vibe. Oh wait, so it's 1? Oh, I thought it was 5. Oh, they changed it. Oh, that's even better then. Okay, I thought that they took up like a lot of budget, so I'm glad that had changed without me knowing. But check out the house itself. They skinned pretty much every regular surface they could, which is pretty sick. So you can see here they're using like the different tiles here. Here I think it looks like they're using a razor wind fountain. that's been jammed in there. Just imagine a big fountain, they just rammed that thing right into the front of the house. On the side here, though, you can see the tiles that are lining the side there. That's neat. I like that. And then, of course, you have your branding, your AWF branding here on the side, using some of those consortium container guys. Lots of little void decor to add a little bit more pop to it. On the side here, yeah, we continue seeing this is being done. Now, in this case, they're using different sorts of rugs as well as the fountain. So, you know, you can kind of see where budget is being kind of pushed, and so they're trying to be like a little inventive with how they do it. But then from a distance back here, oh, you're good. This is great. You know, you can see how purple this thing is from space. Wow, I love the stage. This is great. This is a heck of fun. So not just pets, but then, you know, folks like me can see I'm kind of monstrous. You know, I can do this sort of thing too. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, so this is all softening us up for what's inside. Now, kind of spoiler alerts, inside, at least the last time we were here, we visited like this huge wrestling arena of sorts. So we'll see how it looks inside. Let's go. Yeah, it's been a while since this one. I think it was oh gosh, I think it was close to the beginning of the year. And things have changed hella. Things are way different now. Like I remember it was like kind of like this lobby that we had seen right from the start, and then we checked in, we went out to the side. It was like going into an arena. But in this case, we are going into a house. Well, at least so far. You know, we come in, we stick really hard to this purple theme, contrasted with a darker floor here. And we can go left, right, and center. Let's take a peek into the bathroom. Hey, very thoughtful too. Excuse me, very thoughtful. They kept some of the trim that they could right there. You know, so they can have like that little bit of extra color there. Otherwise, we have like just this nice mirror to give us the vanity. Funny enough, this is a stadium, and we walk in, and the first thing that we see is a single stall bathroom type. So, well, good luck to the many visitors who are going to come on match night. Oh no, but then this is, well, I guess this is sort of house too, right? So as a individual home, this is fine. You know, this works out perfectly great. All right. Oh, so basements are a backup already. Nice. So, builders, start your engines. You can now make basements. But today, at least, sorry, EU, you can't do it yet. You'll have to suffer here with me. Now check out this bed. Great kitchen spot. And again, the purple here. This has a very, very particular vibe. I'm really digging it. Now, the construction here is fairly not simple, but I like the effect here because you have these Silver Moon cabinets, and they're smashed with the Razor Wind tables. You know, so we can use those as the surface. I think that's really effective. Here's the backboard. You know, let's pretend that these are all like metal plates, and this here's like the black one to absorb whatever like oil splashing and color and whatnot. Here's our grill as a drain. Very clean. Really clean setup here. And even the fridge. It's been fully skinned to have the similar kind of surface. So, yeah, I like what's going on here. It's not super expensive on the budget, but it also is because you have like lots of different pieces that are being used that have all these different textures, lots of dyes being used here. But the vibe, it has this club feel. And yet I'm in a house. So that part throws me off a little bit. We have an empty pet bed. Oh, no. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, it's Creature. Okay, sorry, buddy. Okay, that's, yeah. I felt kind of intrusive there. On the side here, battle station. Very clean here, too. Simple on the depiction. So here's our big metal etched keyboard. This is like kind of it's a runic keyboard, right? You use magic stuff to be like boom, 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 and that's how you manipulate, whatever it is that you're doing. That's what all the elitists do these days. But we also have like this kind of vintage style tower made of, it's carved out of wood. It has its fine finish to it. It's been polished black and everything. This thing cost £9,000 uh, because it's made of wood. And because of that, it has this artisanal, I don't know, up thing, upsell, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, great little house that we have here. But I'm still curious, like, what else do we have out here? We have, oh, hello. Just, okay. Oh, no, that's right. That's a pet too. I kind of forgot about that. We have creatures going about. Wait, no, 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 wait, this is, wow. Okay, now they've really like stepped this up. Yeah, this is great. So we're in town. We're in the town. We're in this place that's right next to or right across from the arena. So the arena's down here. We can go, and this is going down the street. Dude, that's hella good. Now let's see what's going on in here. We got what? Restaurant, maybe a bar. More like a gift shop of sorts. Nope, it's a smoke shop. Hey, why you gotta look all wow? Looks kind of shifty, but it's okay. They got edibles too. Oh, that's me. That's me indeed. We don't got the time for like the contraptions and all that stuff. We just want to like grab and go. And by that I mean grab and go to bed. You know what I mean? So yeah, cool smoke shop. Actually, these are what like samplers. Dude, we got sampler THC stuff. Yeah, I'll go with that. Now this would be kind of rough for the person who comes in who's like super what like stoner or something like that. They're like, yo, and then they're like looking at the light there. They're like, oh my god, I can't see a damn thing, And so he's like, no, 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 it's cool. Actually, this might be the way that he gets like some how he can like possibly hustle folks for money. Disorient them with the lights, tell them, yeah, the prices are great, and then hopefully they'll fall for it. But yeah, that'll nail a certain kind of clientele, I think. Not everybody, but it'll get some folks. So I guess what we're gonna do. So here's the arena on this side. We're gonna explore like this side of town, and I guess we're gonna go down and look at each of these spots before we go into the arena proper. Love the paved roads though. By the way, sick wooden paved roads. I like that. All right, so let's go into what appears to be the bookstore. I mean, I even saw it from outside the window here. Yeah, like that. So we can't, so, and there's kind of the thing. We can't really help but have these sorts of windows here. So that way, we can like see inside, still have a window. But in this case, really cool. And I'm tripping, or our pets, can they be resized too? Because I don't remember this thing being that big, right? I thought they stayed the same size, unless this guy just happens to be that big. Pet biscuits. Wait, you went and gave these guys pet biscuits? For real, dude? Wow. That's dope. That's cool. That's so neat. Well done. Well done with that. Well, now in this case, window's bright enough that we can read just fine. So works out awesome here. Next off, we have, dude, so for real, wait, a coffin store? That's brutal. All right, so welcome to the mortuary, where we have, well, in the back is probably where the work is happening here. But, yeah, okay, I think, oh, wow. I have a feeling this dude came in, he started his shift, and the bandages were all like clean and white and all that stuff. This dude just came from the back. I'm like, yo, you don't even like clean yourself up, or do you like strap anything in? And he just does the flexing. I'm like, you know what? But But we do have a wide selection of stuff to offer. Just don't touch it while you're presenting this stuff to me. Please. Yeah, we're good? We're good. Okay. Now, given where we are across from an arena, maybe this isn't so out of character. Maybe this isn't so crazy. Now let's go inside here where we have the flower shop and the happiest vendor of them all. Oh no, I just sat on something. Yeah, the happiest vendor of them all. And they're like, hi, would you like flowers? You know, since I just saw you come from the mortuary. It's like, you know, no, I'm just here to get something from my girl. And then the flower's like, oh, did your girl die? No, dude. No, she's like outside. She's like, oh my God, you need to take it into the mortuary right. No, she's not dead. She's alive. And then Flower's like, oh, I didn't. Wow, you give flowers to living people? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, creepy. Creepy, man. Here's the end of the street, I imagine. This is going to take us nowhere, right? Nowhere. Okay. So real quick, I'm just going to glance at, here's ticket sales. Hey, buddy. Nice. And who's headlining? Possibly Ilaria. And Eratar. Oh, dude, now that's going to be that's a duel. You know? Mother versus son. Oh, that's some drama. If that is in fact the headliner. Could be. It could be. All right, so let's go inside the trophy store. I'm gonna guess that is it a trophy store. No, it's like a pet store. Oh, pet store. Hey, and the duck is the proprietor of the pet store, and this duck is like, hey, what's up? Would you like to collect any of these creatures that are scheduled for death if they are not bought by the end of the day? It's like, yo. Just one day, and then they're gonna put him to death. And she's like, yeah, because at the end of the day, it's dinner time. I'm like, oh, she's a big duck. So all these dudes are like, please buy me, please. And so this guy with like the big old beady eyes, multiple beady eyes, is like, please, I got the cutest face of them all. Now, who would you take home? I'd probably do the rat. Maybe the rat. I think just about anything else, my wife would be like, hell no, dude. Actually, she'd be hell no to everything. But that would be like the closest thing. How cruel. How cruel. Hey, I'm not being cruel, dude. They're eating all that stuff, not me. You know, I'm here, I'm being offered to like save something if I get the opportunity. And then there's one, but oh no, don't eat the bunny. You know, I have a feeling the bunny stays alive just because it's in the storefront. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So, it's like, oh, look, bunny, yeah, look at that. And then they see like the real product here. And it's like, yeah, dude, it's on sale, buy now. And then here, fine print, or I eat it at the end of the day. That's the thing. Dude, that duck, man, he's got hungry eyes. Probably hungry eyes. Let's go down the street some more. This is fun. This added so much more to what was just the arena. So here, what looks like a clothing shop or tailoring shop. Oh, look, dude, yo, one of your buddies is right just down the street. You can like save him. And he's like, that's not my job, man. In fact, maybe they dropped him there themselves because for all we know, all right, that one right there or that one right there, maybe they were like, they were like young, up and coming. It's like, oh man, they're threatening my position. And so what they do, strung them up, brought them over to the pet store, gave them to the duck to eat, right? So, some people, they got to protect their jobs and all that. And what did they do? A fantastic job, right? So I'll take it. Love the colors that are being used to depict like each house or each shop and all that. That's fun. They weren't meeting quota. That's what I think it was sabotage, though. I personally think it was sabotage. There might be some drama going on over here. As for what's going on here, very efficient. Very efficient. It's like, yo, I hired this guy to just give a hug to that to the boar, and then it gets cooked, and it's amazing, right? It's just that they have to be full. So notice how that dude is way across the room, right? Way across the room. Why? Because he's crazy, but not stupid. It's like, yo, I ain't gonna get cooked, man. You nuts. Like, I'm gonna shrivel up, dry out, and all that stuff while I'm next to that guy, but I need someone to cook. So this is the best I could do. And it kind of works out. So when he's done, he just walks out the store, then I can like feel free to like move around. So yeah. Smart business move. We've got proprietors here that are quite savvy, I think. Now, as for what's in here, actually, what's the sign up here? The sign up here is for magic stuff. So, what do we have? Magic Dude sells magic things. Fell stuff. Actually, not even fell stuff. We got naturey stuff. We got magic wands and all that, and all that. I wonder if this might have anything to do with the arena, though. There could be an arena thing where you get power ups or equipment. Oh, Zalafath is up there too, and Terrell. Oh, dude, it's gonna be a 4-way match, I believe. Now that's a fight. All right, now that's a fight. So layout's gonna be kind of interesting. So we have like the middle entrance, and then there's side entrances here. So we're gonna start off on the side entrances. Let's see what we get. So inside here, the double doors. Oh, okay. So this might be an exit for all we know, but like an exit to the arena. Like this is like kind of the back way in. So let's go inside here and then here and then. Okay, now this looks a bit more familiar. Yeah. So here's the lobby. Here's the big lobby for the arena. Let's take a look at the whole floor here. So we got folks who are like, see one thing that I want to look for. Where do we place bets? So here we get drinks. Awesome stuff, by the way. So check out the vibes. Purple, purple, purple. Skin from wall to ceiling. I'm sorry, wall to floor. Ceilings are fine. Void tables are helping to create the whole vibe here. Works great. But here we got our tap. This dude still definitely needs to clean up their stuff. And let's go across some more. Yeah, the prep here is great. This is great. And we got souvenirs. Nice. So not only do they sell illicit drugs, okay, they're not illicit drugs. I'm sure they're perfectly legal here. But drugs and dolls. So yeah, and there's a hookah right there. That kind of tells us this is the same person. Oh, dude, you know what? No, this isn't for selling dolls. This is selling more drugs because it's all stuffed inside the dolls. Excellent. Oh yeah, I didn't point that out on the other side. Oh, here we'll pan back over. So yeah, here's like the drug doll store, and on the other side here, like I said, refreshments. We got our taps and everything, and then under the warmer, they're pointing out it's French fries down there. Excellent. Now I'm hungry. Good job. But now it's cool. Nice and easy. Wisps of hay to set that up. That's good. That's hella good. Kind of over here we got more. Now oh god, it's Ratatouille. Like they're nice. I forgot the name of the character in in that movie, but whatever the case. Okay, so they're the cook, so they stepped up. I remember at the end of the movie, like they set up their own restaurants and all that stuff, and like the critic, they still eat there. But you know what else they do too? Sometimes they mass produce, and so they want to make like a whole thing for arena. So I'm gonna guess this is a side job, right? This is a side job where they set everything up. I did not realize that there was a rat with a chef hat on. That is sick. No, wait. Now what's he doing in front? Got it. They pre-cook the stuff, right? They pre-cook the stuff. They just roll it out over here. That's smart because it's not like an arena's going to have like a full industrial sized kitchen. Remy. There we go. Thank you. Nice. Nice. So here's more of the lobby stuff, plus perhaps ticket sales, check-in, things like that. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, we got our full branding and everything. Back here, we got koala beer. No, red panda beer. There we go. Sorry, it took a second. So red panda beer over here. Looks like they might be kind of new. You know, they don't have their own like little bits of personal decor, but then they do have their own magical personality to it. Definitely need an ID. I'm sure you probably need, I'm sure like, you know, between ticket sales and all that stuff, yeah, you're going to need some sort of identification. Now here's my spot. All right. Move out, get out of the way and get some stuff. Oh, the precious. So we know what's going on here. Excellent. Now what's wild is we get like full ceramic cups, or perhaps, no, actually, let me take that back. They're probably souvenir style cups, right? It's not like they're just gonna let us have any old ceramic cup and do whatever we want. I believe this is gonna lead us outside. I'm just gonna double check here that this takes us out to the streets. Yep, it does. Cool. Actually, wait. Oh no, there's the ticket sales there too. Okay. So we got a good flow. We got a good crowd control here to make sure that everyone's coming inside. But now I want to see what's on these side doors here, because I'm pretty sure that's still the arena. But we're going to go here, and then we'll cut across the other side. Ah, so here's the public bathrooms that we've come to expect. Nice and simple use. This is clearly like the men's side. There's one, okay, it's one larger sink for multiple folks to wash their hands. That's actually kind of clever. Yeah, that's clever. But that's the men's on this side. Wait, for real? You got to go all the way across to like the other bathroom? Hold on, let's go all the way across here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Now I know that for the most part, in you know, depending on the place, you have demographics that you got to serve, right? But I'm gonna say that they need to have like unisex bathrooms all the way, because like you can't make whoever walk all the way across when there's like a bathroom right there. That's a lot. Now this isn't me talking to the designer. This is me talking to the building owner. You know what I mean? Like, I want to talk to your manager. This is terrible. And this is where I turn on the camera. I put the camera on myself and put at the person, and I try to make something viral out of it. Something social commentary. Right? You know, before I go in, let me double check that we've seen the spread. All right. We've seen the bathrooms on either end. We've gone through the lobby space. It's magical in here. It has this sort of, you know, I'm reminded when I see all these glyphs, I think of laser tag every time. Somehow it makes me think of laser tag. But I think we've seen just about everything, and we'll go in from here. Just gotta say this. Laser tag arena. Builders, start your engines. All right, let's go into the grand arena. Oh yeah. Oh, we got oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks excellent. Oh, that's dope. So as soon as we come in, we got all like food and all that stuff. We're like, oh man, sorry, excuse me. Oh my God. Oh, that's excellent. So here's my take right now. We're going up, you know, we're trying to find our seat, and these are like the exhibition matches. You know, these are like, you know, show hasn't really started yet. Just go ahead and find your seat and all that. You know, and we're slowly starting to fill things up. Folks are shuffling in. They are grabbing snacks. They're going to the bathroom because they have to walk all the way across the damn arena and all that. And then we have this sort of spectacle. Oh, that's so good. Like just remember, like a couple, like however many months ago, we saw pretty much the same arena. It's, you know, there's been modifications, obviously, but the big thing is it was empty before. Now, we have it filled with life, and now we can like tell this bit of a story. That yeah, we have the crowd starting to show up. They're starting to shuffle their way in, and then eventually, Blizzard, as we as we get like a pet budget of 1,000, then we can have this place filled to the brim. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be a real show. Now, these are a lot of chairs. These are a lot of chairs, a lot of dies to set this up. What's great is how you have all the pets fitting in here just fantastically. Big guests of all shapes and sizes and glowy effects and everything. Ah, that's awesome. Oh God, it's crazy because it's somewhat changed. I remember some of the things here being a little bit different, but at the same time, it's like such a night and day thing here, thanks to the inclusion of the pets. Oh, I'm all smiles. This brings me so much joy to see. Because when we walked in and we saw like the Pandaran like stretching, getting ready, I'm like, oh, that looks sick. That looks so cool. Highly immersive there. And then here's the boss. Well done, boss. But of course, they got VIP. They're going to be sitting like right on the side here. So that way they can like see that big old panda booty. So now we know. Oh, and then there's like the panda's biggest fan, Red Panda. Red Panda's like, I want some of that. I want some of that Chen Storm set. Oh my God. Yeah, you see like here's like the box seating. Here's like where all the rich folk are and all that. I wanna see when the slaps happen. I want sweat dripping on my face. Oh my God, which is like, that's a bit much, dude. But okay, I'll be all the way up there, nice and safe, and I'll just kind of be doing my own thing. Hey, look, there's Bob. Hey, Bob. All right, and of course the arena is great, fantastic. So imagine, here we are, and then we're surrounded by the millions. You know? Oh, that's fun. That is so much fun. So we get this sort of vibe. It's great because they did their best with the available scaling, to try to make all these seats fit, but also make them small in such a way that they're small, but they're not like so small that it ruins the immersion and then it becomes this kind of perspective shot. This feels functional. Oh, it's great. It's great. As for the arena itself, we have a bunch of void tables that are helping to make the shaping, followed with other kinds of tables to make the surface here. Not the tile. Actually, no, they are using tiles. So it looks like a couple things here. So like here we have not the sun. Okay, so it's that table that's making some of the framing there. That right there is one large tile. So it is just like a big void table that's doing the framing there. Nice. Nice. I thought there was like something additional here with this trim. I thought it was like some other like table setup. Ah, that's great though. And then over here is what I would say would be like the monitors. That's where we would see like, for those who are up in the nosebleeds, they can at least see up there everything that's going on. And then of course you have like your big lighting setup, speakers, flashy things, and all that stuff whenever like something big happens, or like when someone comes in. So just imagine this. Dude comes in, and of course it's like super maximum aura farm. So they come in, and then all of a sudden, you see them do like their whatever their pose is, and then all of a sudden, like each of these void things explodes. Pow, 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 pow. And then you see like the dude's name line up on there, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, look at that dude!" Ah, this is fun, man. This is fun. Great stuff, dude. We ain't done yet either. We still got to go like to the back of the arena as well. But I love the immersion here. Who are the announcers? Let's go back to the announcer table, like right over here. So we got Penguin and Naga Person. So I'd say this is the crazy one who does like all the oh my god, he's dead, and this is the one who tries to be sensible, but then every now and then they'll just like also break their otherwise stoic character. They'll be like, oh god, he's already dead, you know, that sort of thing. Excellent. Ah, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. But now I got to go backstage and see what else there is. Highly unique build, man. I'm glad that you stuck to it and you kept going. And now it's hella dark. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so actually, wait, there's an arrow there? Well, we are backstage. We got our Bren. Here's our stage where we do like all the hype stuff. You know, so here's where is it Jimmy Hart, the dude with the glasses and the crazy hair and all that stuff. So like here's like freaking like Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels or whatever. And then here's I forgot the dude's name. Just like their hype man. I don't know what they do these days. I haven't watched pro wrestling in like forever now. And then here's like back commentary and all that. Nice, nice. The gorilla position in WWE is the backstage control center located immediately behind the entrance curtain where the wrestlers wait before going into the ring. Named after WWE legend Gorilla Monsoon, it serves as the live command hub for management, producers. Oh, really? So that's part of their staging too. Yeah, so like I'm way old school. You know, I'm WWF. You know, that's how far I go back when it comes to that sort of stuff. And so now it's kind of funny how they take wrestling and they kind of like bring you past the fourth wall, and they really want to show you like the story of what happens behind the scenes too, and make that into a spectacle. Basically, everything in wrestling is content, from what goes on in the locker room to the actual matches and all that, and even like the business stuff in between. So here we got blue side of the gym. Oh, I'm sorry, blue side of the locker room. And here's where you would have, you know, between the talent and the superstars, as I think they called them once upon a time. You know, here's where you would have distinctions between male and female. Because, you know, you don't want to be rude, right? It takes you back. Yeah, that takes me back. That was like the thing. So like Gorilla Monsoon, like I know who that person is. It's not like just like, oh, a person I heard of. I remember like he was announcing on TV and everything. So here on red side, the awesome side, here we got our stalls and all that. Okay, so actually this is kind of a unisex thing. Okay. But you also have urinals, which is, that's fine. I'm sure between between the folks that are back here, it's all professional. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, if you got girls over there, you got guys pissing over there, that's just how it goes. It's like, yo, I got to change for the next match, or I got this thing going on and all that. But of course, you have all the amenities to make sure that the stars, that the talent is, you know, that they maintain, that they can get themselves like a little bit of rest. Actually, I didn't see if there's a steam room on the other side. Did I? So that's the layout. Here's a other part here. There's the bathroom, and then back. Ah, of course, yeah. So they got one too. Nice, nice. Now, as for the blue and red, you know, in this case, in the AWF, maybe here they just have like these different distinctions of, oh yeah, we're going to have like this whole Horde and Alliance thing going on too. And I think I've seen everything, unless there's a. Let's double check actually. So I go back here. This is the other side. I have. Awesome. Here's my chance to do it again. One more time, baby. One more time. So too bad I'm not on my US account. I come out. Do. Boom. Slowly comes out. You know, gets in slowly, throws these dudes out the ring, and then, oh, check that out, dude, more effects. And then we get up top here, and then, oh, man, everyone's like, ah. And then Bob over there is like, go home, scrub, go back to the US, get out of our country, you know, and then you gotta go to the other side. And we gotta do the same thing again. Gotta go. Oh no. And everyone's like, what's Bob talking about? Is he like, you know, is he controversial? Oh my god. Yeah. Fun. Fun. That's awesome. Macho, thank you, dude. Thank you for inviting us back. Hell of an upgrade, dude. Whoo, boy. Hell of an upgrade. That's sick. Now imagine later, someday, where I would love to see like designers be able to do like so much more with like lighting and things like that. Like I said, like the fireworks thing, that would be freaking awesome if that could be a thing. But imagine if like the boss of the house can like really turn down the lights. Boom. I mean, there's this, but then like give me something more. Give me like lights off, right? Like shut down everything. You know, so like there's like hardly any lights, and then all of a sudden, dong, and then I was like, oh my god, you know, and then you see like right over there, you see like one little spotlight, and the Undertaker's right there. That'd be sick. That would be sick. The see, it's funny. Like I didn't even think about adding a whole bunch of characters here, even though we were seeing a whole bunch of folks outside. I'm gonna go at the other end here, just so I can make sure that I walked every inch of this place. You know, seeing the different pets and all that, I love the touch of making them bigger. I did not realize you can make them bigger with pet biscuits. How long does it last? Anyway, because I don't yeah, my UI is all sorts of jacked up, so I can't really see. Um, like how long does it last? Not very long. Long enough though. Long enough to put on a great depiction here. Like that's so good. That is so good. I gotta take more screenshots before I go, before I forget, because I was too busy being like, oh my god, to really get this. Like, that's just sick. Like I definitely have to do these now, because otherwise the pets will get small, and you know that's not gonna look right. Um, but yeah, oh dude, great stuff, dude. Absolutely great. All right, who's next? um, ooh, 17 minutes until queue opens. Okay, so I'll probably have to pause mid visit to open the queue, but let's get a move on. Uh, head over to Bysky's place. Boop boop boop. So that's exciting. Basements are finally up and working. Only took a few weeks, but it worked. But it works now. So that's going to be okay. I saw that. I looked at this when I was vetting, but I haven't looked at it. Looked at it. Dude, those are anima. Those are anima bottles. Christ, dude. Okay, it's a lot of anima, by the way. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. All right. All right, folks. This is Bysky's place. We're over in Founders, and before us is so what we see from a Bysky build. They're a brand now. What I see from a Bysky build has typically been the mass use of certain decor. Oh, there's the boss right there. Hey, buddy. Is the mass use of certain decor, and then making a creation out of it. This is definitely one of them. Wow, that's a hell of a lot of anima bottles, right? Yeah, that's all anima. Now, what I find very impressive here is the shaping. Like the shaping here is so finely done, and it feels so exact and accurate that it's so good because all these things are shaped into this whole pyramid sort of thing. Like look at the patterning here, diagonals to lead our way up, then ends there, and then you see the pattern repeats over and over. Here in the center, you have what are, just mirrors, but they're also, twisted and moved and angled in this way to make it line up and look super, super pretty. And I don't know what this thing is in the middle. Iron forged chandelier. Just one of those things right there to make a nice little centerpiece between these mirrors. That's great. It's so cool taking these different kinds of shapes and turning it into something else, something wild. Let me see what else we have around here. But yeah, it's a fantastic sculpture that we have here. Like it's a testament to God, the accuracy on this thing. From the angling to the side. Yeah, it's great. This is great. And then there's another thing. Okay, so here's the actual entrance. Here's what I was waiting to see. Because I know they had a whole crap ton of hunter tables, and I've seen it in like earlier iterations of their build. And so here it is again. Once again, showing us like this really, really great depiction. Now, something that is possible to do, I doubt they did it, because this is way too accurate, way too fine looking. There is kind of a trick you can do where you can have like a large object, like a big platform or something like that, and then they would set this up. They would set up the entire array, but it'd be flat. But then later, they can use advanced mode, lift up the platform that all these things are sitting on, and then move it. I don't think that they did that here, but that's like one, that's an early tactic that some people could possibly use. Yeah, great though. Absolutely great. And impossible to make unless you have like a ton of resources. So it's like these tables here, that's all Legion stuff. This here, it's all actually I don't know where to get I forgot where to get the animal models. It's crafted. Oh hell no. That's a lot of crafting, dude. Oh boy, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish with between all these rows. Oh yeah, that's insane. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, one of the most impressive exterior skins that I've seen out there. So it's like, hey, look, Blizzard came out with a new shop skin, and then Bicy's like, right, sure, whatever, yeah. But is it this, right? That's one of those things that if you could sell it as a blueprint, oh boy, people would flip for that. But then, oh god, so much. There's so much material that would go into it. So let's go inside, and obviously the first thing that I'm seeing here is the floor. So they skinned this floor with shapes of some sort that are upside down. So what are these? These are. Wait, it's it is the size of these shop signs. Now, the cool thing is that these are cheap on the budget. They only cost 1, and they only cost 5 gold. So very, very inexpensive, to make this sort of floor tiling kind of thing. Now, this is a very iconic thing that I've seen in the past. Where we saw a whole bunch of these. I keep forgetting what these sconces, right? Yeah, Lordaeron sconces, over and over and over again being used. And I'm sure, like, after spending so much war resources for it, who would want to part with them? So this thing has stayed intact. Oh my god! wait, wait, is that the entrance? Wait, no, wait. Okay, so is this how we came in? Yeah, this is how we came in. Wow. Now that is cool. That's cool. You have like this whole negative space sculpture thing being used with, I don't know. These are no, those are no, they're not the clicky things, right? They are, I can't tell what they are, actually. But I'm determined. So Not the altars. It's their forks. So, like I said, there's a certain mastery that's happening here, taking the same object and just turning it into a brush stroke. Oh, that's good. That's excellent. Wow. Just oh, what the hell is these are more shop signs. Oh, that's neat. Oh, what cool effects, dude. And that's like a chandelier of sorts being depicted there. Dude, this is like some future tech stuff, man. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god, Daphne, you have to come to Bicey's place. Oh, what is it, Janet? Daphne, oh my god, this chandelier is to die for. You know, and Daphne and Janet, they come and show up. They're like, oh my god, what is it made out of? And by shop signs. And they're like, oh my god, this is fabulous, right? And here's another familiar sculpture that I've seen a couple times, but with a little bit more. Oh, that's sick. So I've seen this a number of times where they take this bench here, you know, and they use this as a patterning for what's in the middle, which has usually been this cosmic orb. Now, this is the first time that I've seen the folio being used as well to create this added space effect kind of thing. Very neat. Very, very neat. Ah, that's good. And that is the boss's friend. Okay. Yeah, that looks sick. Dude, what a room already, man. That's a lot of budget. All right, so let's go through here and into, oh yeah, I know what this room is. This room is mighty excessive. So let's take a look at the spectacle that we have now. So first off, oh wow, dude, these gems get big. So these are the new jewel crafting gems that have come in the 12.1 patch. I didn't realize they can get that big. Oh wow. Now here on the side, we have what feels like this kind of like modern style, like these sorts of like big slats with textured stuff that extend all the way up into like the next floor. Mirrors, and then of course the very iconic uh Hella Paladin table altar things. And then from here, I've seen this, I remember this too. We're climbing a bunch of chairs and chairs and chairs and chairs that'll take us up to all them hunter tables. All up there. Ah, it's cool because you can see here where there's clipping, but then here it's smooth. And I think these are still all hunter tables. They just happen to turn out to be like this very clean shape once you get to that, or once you see how the clipping works there. Oh, it's great. Bulwark of Worlds. Yeah, this is a familiar sculpture here. Once again, using all sorts of windows here. Lots of windows, but then also I think these are chairs. Yeah, all these chairs, and you can see how the frame here is being used to bring all that together. Yeah, lots of repeat decor, but shaped in this brilliant way. Whew. And we still need to climb. Oh, even the floors here. These are also using the same kinds of floors. Nice. So your budget's maxed out now again, right, Vicey? Like you filled out the guy, I imagine. Let's do this climb now. Chairs. 7 points left. Oh, 7 points, dude. You better step it up. So I'm going to stop here for a second. So here's the top of all these hunter tables. You have this fabulous glow. It's not light. You can see how my dude isn't really being illuminated exactly. But you do have this fantastic glow. But then, oh, holy crap. Oh, man. So once again, this structure has been kind of redone a number of times now. But dude, the spectacle on this is grand. Now I love what's being done here. So actually, we'll have to climb higher. We'll look across in just a bit. But let's see what else we have here. Oh God, this is just so much. So here are these cartel tables. I remember I was messing around with once upon a time, and what they did, they just took a bunch of them, and then they made whole wall sections out of them. Very, very nice, very clean too. These are all like, carefully spaced out. They're not trying to like touch, but they have like a certain distance from each other, which is really, really hard to pull off. I can see where things look like a little bit off there, but dude, I can see what we're trying to do here. It looks great the way it's coming out. And then here, are those just walls? I don't know if those are just walls or not, because the hunter table is kind of getting in the way of stuff. Here, let me slowly climb my way up. And don't worry, we're going to take a good long look at that stained glass sort of thing. Just want to see here. Those are seats. I'm pretty sure those are walls. So here's more text here. Justice before mercy. Light before darkness. Very edgelordy. And then we climb up some more to, oh God, look at that. What is that? That is, I think those are street lamps or something. No, more signs, more cheap signs. So it's a great use of using cheap decor that brings so much together. So these are all like signs. It's a lot of them. So, the budget starts to ramp up, but it creates like these very unique shapes when you bring all these together. And then somewhere in the center of that is the Arakoa statue with the whole sun thing that's really making those pops. And now it looks like this whole engine slash furnace sort of thing. Like here's a bit of a closer look at the patterning here with all these cartel tables. And you can see, oh, that's really neat. They, even where it breaks up, they filled it out with some greens. Very nice. Now, let's see if I can get to, oh, there's the top. Yay. So I'm going to kind of like, kind of crawl on top of that. So, okay, so let's admire this beast here. I'm not even sure what the helmet is. It is, it says anvils, but where's that glow coming from, I'm wondering. I can't tell. Oh, I think it's from that's right. It's from all these damn sconces that are here, because that's the primary shape of here. So maybe that's what's making the glow. It's a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, so there's the anvil. Here's the sconces here in the middle. That's making those things glow. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then there's more of them. There to make the anvil's reacting is reflecting off the constant. Okay, there we go. So we get that sort of glow, and then here's more of the forks, right? I think this is yeah. So, oh, that's crazy, dude. All anvils, sconces, forks. You can see here the texturing, right? And then you see more of the anvils and sconces once again. These are the kobold piles, and then here in the middle to make this whole kind of like fur coats, so that way, because hey, even though this thing's like dazzling, we still want to like keep it warm inside, right? Now, oh, that all that is? These are just more barrels, more Kyrian barrels. That's crazy, dude. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what the armor plating down there was. Scales. And then here's like some more of the anvils that we're seeing here. What's okay, that's the dark heart, but what's in the middle of that? Ah, one red gem on the dark heart to make the pommel, I believe. And then the guard, that's using a Forsaken banner. And then the actual sword is just a whole bunch of these hammers, which is very funny. Actually, the hammer is shaped oriented like this. Again, and again and again until we reach hell. All right. And then the ceiling, because we ain't done yet, buddies. Now this is using that power source, right? Yeah, energy focus. There we go. It's using that thing as the centerpiece there, and then void tables, draconic anvils. Wow, just wow, dude. So, like I said, like basically, like they have this very very distinct style of just taking a bunch of the same thing, and then what do I do with it? What do I do with it? This is like Lego mastery that we're seeing here. Taking these pieces and making something else entirely. Is this a pile of treasure? Nope. It's just one more scale on my grand cloak. Wow, dude. And then here they have not exactly a leap of faith, but a place to just kind of stand. So, I guess we can admire the whole view of everything here. I mean, that's what I'm using it for, just so I can like see everything here. Oh, and then that's another structure, which I believe are more signs, right? Yeah, these are just more signs, but they're oriented in this different way to make this whole flower kind of shape. God damn, dude! Wow. It's still the same room layout that we've seen from before, but it is every time it's just more and more impressive with the absurdity. It's just wow, man. This is great. This is great. It's so many different things um to admire here. But yeah, I gotta at least like get these different patterns, because like the patterns, they're just out of this world. They're like mind blowing. People will see these, they'll have like no idea what where a lot of these are from. Okay, so let me see if I can make my way down. Yeah, so you were right. This does turn out to be a much friendlier leap of faith kind of climb. I gotta get like I'll just drop to the bottom here, because that's just magnificent. Magnificent. Dude, thank you for showing us your place again, dude. I don't know if I'm actually done, but I do want to open up the keys for people. Uh, so how many did I say? I think I said plus 16. Sorry, let me double check here. No, not that one. I'm doing verified. Okay, yeah, 16. Cool. Let's see, 8, 19. And we're open. Yay, we're open. Go, go, go. Oh, so we did make it. Nice. Oh, you're late for work. Oh no. But yeah, great, great build, dude. All right. Jeez, dude. Like they had me at the start, dude. The start of the build was this was a hell of a surprise too. I want to make sure that I get a screenshot of the exterior. It's only every now and then that I'll do exterior screenshots, because I'll be like, yo, this is stunning. I'll get it from like the different angles here. So like there's this one. And then I think the other side here is the other big one. Yeah. Like it's so distinct. It is very distinct, very defining. Like it's the kind of thing you can put your name on, and you will not be forgotten. All right. Let's head over to Castorel's place next. Do, do, do. 22. What other... Is there any other news since it's past 10? No. Are these EU? Yeah, we're on the EU. All right. Let me repost that thing. Do, 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 do. All right. Good. Man, what a... 2 spectacles. I hope... I'm not sure about the order, but I hope this one's just a house. I could do with like a house. No. Variety is king. You know what I mean? All right. All right, folks, this is Castorel's place. We're over in Founders. Now here, let's take a look at the surrounding lot real quick. You can see how we have a number of greens that are helping to fence off this space here. We are at a pretty high elevation. We're in the highlands over in this part of Founders. So sun's about to set because we're over on the EU. So we have like these nice glows. And from that, you know, this nice, actually we have lots of like little weathery kinds of effects, not just the cherry blossoms, but like little things that help bring this place to life. So we're gonna actually go back here. We're gonna go into first person as we make our way in, because you have these very, very tall bushes as we come in. Like I saw a little security hammer there. So paving stones will take us through this little spectacle from one spot to the other. I think I'll start going left first, as I usually do. Past this ginormous wagon. You know, there's a lot going on. Possibly a lot going on with that one. Here, now this happens to be next to that guard tower over there, so very defensible position. Nice. But large structures that we have here to help fill out space in the lots. You know, we have like the big statue plus fountain. Even the greens are pretty large. This one happens to be obscuring the defecation station out here. But at least that is of normal size, it looks like. We'll go across. The house itself has some additions to it. You can see the Omnium Folio up there. You can see a little teleport orb plus some lantern work. And there's some additional lighting back here too. Because, hey, the sun's going down, but we want to keep things pretty well illuminated. Oh, Halloween stuff. Oh, is that a pet? That is a pet. That's just kind of like chilling there. Nice. So I'm going to sit here with my little jack-o'-lantern that's facing nowhere public. It's just going to face out there in the view. But we are kind of close to the coast, at least. Now let's cut across a little bit more. Pathing will take us past our little gnome caretaker landscaping person. And here we have another opportunity for a view from up here. This time we can see some of the area down there, down in the spookier part of Founders. Now, how do they feel? Do they feel like, oh, they feel so much better than those wretches down in the spooky part of Founders? No, probably not. And then here, Ghost Puppy. Hey, friend. Yay. Ah, it's so nice that we can see all these doghouses finally be like filled with some more activity. You know, a little bit of life, even though Arfis is ghost puppy, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's head on inside. Grats on the Nemesis dude, Rayon. Yay! All right, is there some notes here? So make sure to check behind all fireplaces and bookcases for secret rooms. Alrighty. As soon as we come in, I feel a little bit refreshed because just earlier we were looking at some spectacles and I was telling myself, oh man, I hope we go into a house this time. And so here we are. We're entering a home. We're greeted by La Bear. No, I'm sorry. Shoot, we got to step over the train tracks real quick. Maybe I'll lay down my arms and kick my shoes off, wipe my feet a little bit. And oh, hey, look, Puppy's there to kind of greet us. Maybe lead us over, but I want to check out the left side first. But we do have this nice welcoming entrance. Like, hey, what's up, guys? Here's some stuff you can just kind of put stuff down. This transitions us into this bit of a restful spot. Very chill. And oh, there's two of them. Oh, hey, buddies. Oh, puppies all over the place. Okay, awesome. I've been seeing cats a lot of the time ever since pets have been visible here. Oh my God, he was wiping his booty on the table. Don't look cool and cute. We saw that. I'm recording right now. Corgi pup. Sheesh, dude. Relentless. See, that's what happens when the boss isn't here. It doesn't seem the boss is online, so puppies are just gonna kind of like do their own thing. And by that I mean mischief. Sheesh, dude. So we have some options here. We can go past this room. We can go down that hall. So I think we're going to go here into, I'm going to say a bathroom. Nope. Looks more like I don't know. One part lab, one part storage, one part room that is slowly coming together to be something else. But we do have an opportunity to go back here for possibly fell stuff. Ugh. So of course, you gotta do a little bit of exploring your dark side, a little bit of torture, a lot of loot, right? You know, some say that as we adventurers have, traversed the seas and different lands and timelines and universes and alternate universes and stuff, it starts to mess with the head. So no doubt, and we've seen this throughout many, many places we've seen over the past months. Players will have like this sort of like not players, but our champions will have a different sort of side to them, something a little bit darker, something a little bit more violent, and maybe it'll be shown outright. Sometimes you got to kind of like keep it on the low, but not that low. There's that. It's not like it's a super big secret. I don't think. I'll go and keep that open, actually. And let's keep discovering how this layout works, and that'll help us sort of figure out how to navigate through here. So this here, we sort of transition into this lighter tile. We're not sure if this is going to be like a big transition into something crazy, like fell stuff. I don't know. We already saw a little bit of that. But we do have a definite blood elven vibe as we go down this hallway and into something kind of similar. Now we have this really nice fusion of different cultures going on. Draconic table. You have these Vrykul style chairs. Back there, Kultiran stuff and Kultiran colors as well. So a lot of different things that are going on in this room, which I think is more like a style thing. It's like, oh, I like this chair. I like these colors. I like how all this comes together. Sometimes it's as simple as that. And another puppy. Hey. He has this place all to himself. And thankfully I opened the door because, these doors are really thick. I don't know if Puppy would be able to like get out of here. But would he? Woody, though, knowing that he can be like, all right, boom, 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 and then hop, boom, boom, and then they can feast. So I'd say it's the boss's fault that they let the pug in here and lock and close the doors so that they couldn't get out. So they should not be surprised if the place got tore up. You know, if wine bottles were strewn about, if all the food was eaten and everything, yeah, they might have gotten to the cheese already too. Shucks. So happy puppy, but I don't know. Now that kind of tells me that that's sort of like the nice place. That's where the guests go, and I guess you know, the place is ready to be served, or it's depicting, you know, hey, this is what it's for. It's for you know, VIPs and parties and things like that. But it looks like we have this kind of linear build. So we started here in the beginning. We kind of went down these like different hallways, and so we are progressing this way now. Boop, into this new hallway. We got some new options: left, right, center. I'm gonna presume that there's a secret behind there, but I'm gonna go left first. Usual stuff. Let's cross over into this L-shaped room. Well, like a gallery, you know, something very nice, clean, well lit, made to be strolled through. Actually, this whole hall is made to be strolled through. We're relaxing. We're chilling. We're admiring the stuff. If the boss is here, they would tell. This is the part where they would tell us, "Oh yeah, so here's what I've been doing and what I've been doing. These are my latest kills. Oh, let me tell the story about how I got this one." And we're like, "We've heard this one like way too many times already." But yes, dude, please tell us. You know, we'd love to hear about it again. Now, what's a little curious is this fireplace here. Why is there a fireplace at the end of this hallway? You know, because it's a funny kind of contrast. I'm going to leave it as an open question. I'm not going to presume, because we start off in this hallway. Things to admire, things to remember, right? Trophies, things like that. But then at the end, the fireplace, as if, you know, this signifies like, you know, there's a cap to it, and at some point I'm going to toss my memories away or throw, or you know, get rid of stuff. So very interesting that there happens to be a fireplace there. Now, of course, the boss might be like, okay, well, I just wanted something there at the end, and fireplace seemed kind of cool. This seemed better than a wall. It could be something like that. But there could be a story behind that, something that feels perhaps personal to them. Let's check out the other side here. And now it looks like we have a path. Here we're entering what feels like a more public spot. This is a more casual spot. If this is a warband place, this is where the warband hangs out. The guests, you know, they got the nice fancy stuff, but then here is where we just kind of like kick back, relax, have ourselves a lot of drinks. Check out this this kind of like, I don't know, this sort of industrial sort of drab place, beer tap. There you go. Made out of wood. It's okay. What is it? It's just a platform, and everything comes out there. But I do like the rustic kind of look to it. Mostly wood. Doesn't try to be clean. It stays pretty grounded in Warcraft. I dig that. I always have a fondness of builds that maintain that sort of vibe. And what's cool too is like, you know, you have like these little bits of personality here. You know, you have these beams that are supporting that upper level, and it looks like this is in fact a stairwell room, so we can go up a little bit higher. Oh, and then here we go once again with the beams to help support us. So great personality that we have in this sort of like tavern style room. And it's great. We chill, we drink, we party, we have a good time. I think this is a great place for vibes. Now let's climb up a little bit, because we have like this upper level here. For finer stuff. Because you know, because I saw like some wine here, but for the most part it was like mostly beer and all that stuff. So here's a place for a bit more quiet time, a bit more privacy here. But you're not too far away from the action either. Hell, you can jump down, get into a brawl if you wanted to. That's all good fun. Let's climb up one more level. Notice here the styling that we're using here. We're using this very tight climb, but we also have these platforms that get littler and littler as we climb up. You know, they could have done something like have these be all the same size, but then they'll just kind of like clip through, knowing that there isn't really anything on the other side, I don't think. But you know, so interesting choice there. Here's the top of the stairwell room, so you know we're above the tavern area, and now things are more like it's less tavern bar, it's more tea party and cafe up here. You know, you have what appears to be this more feminine touch with the colors here. You know, downstairs it was like brown, it would look a bit more rugged. Here you have this a bit more opulent look. Like something the boys are like drinking downstairs. Meanwhile, I'm like, I just like coffee, you know? Why's it gotta be like that? Maybe I just enjoy the beverages up here, okay, guys? Maybe I just like lavender in my coffee. Sheesh. But really nice. I just like that there's a big variety here between, you know, okay, here's like where the beer is, here's where the wine is, and here's the coffee. And opportunities to like read. So definitely a quieter spot here. Or not, in case you down the hookah, then you have a bit too much. Now things start to warm up, it looks like. Oh, puppy. Hey. Hey, buddy. All right, so things start to, like I said, they warm up, they quiet down even more. So this feels a bit more private. This feels more work-related. Here's possibly the boss's chair. They're working on the next design, the next thing. Raid strats. I don't know. So they're setting up their routes for the new season because Dratnos came out with something new, and now they're trying to employ that into their routing. From here, we can go that way or that way. Let's go through the door. I'm kind of curious. This door takes us to more doors. Get it, more doors. Interesting. A room in a. It's more like it kind of feels like a giant closet of some sort. So that's going to take us elsewhere. But I want to go through here first. Ah, bedroom. With a captured bird. Oh, no. Actually, no. I think I know what happened here. So this was a bird, right? But this prison here, it's not just any prison. It's a dehydrator, right? So this bird is dead. Sorry. Actually, no, it's a magic dehydrator, right? So the bird is just frozen, but not frozen. It's a way to easily preserve them without having to maintain temperature and all that stuff. So think of this as the dehydrator. So sorry, bird. Here, what I feel really bad about is that when they rehydrate the bird, it's going to be because they want to eat it, so they're just going to eat it. And so right now, this bird is in this state of undeath. They are neither alive nor dead. They are probably having nightmares on a constant basis, and when they come out of it, they'll have no idea what's going on because they're going to be like, wait, why am I being boiled? Oh no. And then they're dead. And so that's their fate. So I feel bad for this bird. Why can't we just, you know, do a normal kind of like slaughter thing and all that? Whoever lives in this room, they have very, very eccentric tastes on how they want to have their bird. I want it freshly killed, but here's a really roundabout way of doing it. It's like, yo, just go to the market, man. You can get them fresh just fine there too. That was a weird story. So let's go through these double doors and see what else there is to discover beyond 1, 2, 3, 4 shrouds and a portal. I feel like I just went through like this whole kind of security check, you know, just to make sure I can make it through all that. Boop. Ooh. Ooh, it is pretty. Oh, wow, okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here too. So we're portaled outside, or at least elsewhere. We have here a big collection of very different things. So here is a fish out of water, but they're fine because they have their own little bubbly thing. In fact, this is probably the strongest fish on Azeroth because they can suspend themselves and use this to travel. So don't mess with that guy. You might get, you just might get smited. Here we have a wonderful vegetable cutter. Got it. Everyone loves vegetables. Around here, portal to nowhere, and this bird is like, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" Oh, what's going on, bird? Can you move me? Uh, I can't move you. I'm not the owner of the house, but like, well, because this portal to oblivion is right behind me, and making me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't want to accidentally fall into it. So if you can tell them to move me, I'd really appreciate it. It's like, oh, sure, buddy. I mean, I'm not. They're not even bosses even online right now. So I wonder if he's trying to be calm, right? But he is gripping that as if he lets go, oh no, don't let go. He's gonna get sucked into that portal, and who knows where he might end up. I know what happened to me. Last time I went through those portals, remember that? Last time I went through those portals, I ended up in Stormsong Valley, and then out of nowhere, I was suddenly teleported into that raid, the Shrine of the Storm. No, I forgot the name of the raid. I was teleported into the raid in front of Nazan. That was creepy as heck, dude. So I understand where the bird's coming from. I totally get it. Now, what else is going on here? So this drill machine, so it's trying to make its way into who knows where. The thing is, I'm not sure where I'm at. It's a very private spot. It's a place where, it's chill enough where I can give myself a place to sit, even paint, and all that. But it looks like there's like this kind of a campaign happening too. We're trying to get from point A to point B. Things are gathering around. Bird is over there. Crazy portal to who knows what is over there. And there might be things that are coming in too. So there's like some sort of campaign that's happening here. And who's at the lead? The greatest fish on Azeroth, Blub. Blub the fish. General, it's General Blub to you. Sorry, buddy. Well, yeah, what does that fish have planned? I don't know. So let's make our way back. Because it looks like we have a good bit more to explore. So we went through here. Going back through the multiple shrouds, and that's going to take us into back into the study area. Okay, I think I'm getting my orientation back now. Oh, hey, puppy. And now we can go through here. I think there might be another opportunity for me to backtrack too. But wow. Okay, so all of a sudden it feels like we're entering a house because it feels like we're in this kind of foyer, and we have a grand climb. That'll take us to more stuff. All right. So this is a stairwell room. We'll see if there's anything here on the other ends. We'll go behind the stairs to see if there's anything to discover. One sleeping bag, but no pet. Wait, you know what that means, right? Whenever we see this is like the Harry Potter room. It's got to be. That's how it usually works. Let's go past that magnificent creature there. Oh my god. And there's a coffin. Dude. I saw a chat point out that I can be dark sometimes. No, you're right. But yo, I'm just going with what I'm given here, dude. This feels like this sort of metaphor, right? One side here, bed. Reference to Harry Potter, at least that I'm kind of making up. Here, coffin. There's like some alternate universe. What if Harry Potter never went to the wizarding world and all that? He would just lived in that closet. And then died. And that's it. That's it. It's crazy. So let's go up this grand climb. Interesting use of color too. What color is this? This is a Kodo hide brown. So it stands out a little bit. Ooh, snake. It stands out a little bit. It has this sort of conflict. I feel like, especially because you know how we're here at the very top, and then we kind of have to climb up to these spots here. So I would kind of call this a limitation of the stairs that Blizzard gave us. They could if we could have like different lengths, that would be kind of cool too. That way we can section things off. So it's like, okay, if we can have like 5 stairs, then 5 stairs, and then 5 stairs, and if they clip cleanly, then we could have a lot more versatility. Because if I recall, the cost of these are what, like 3, I think? Yeah, 3. So yo, split this thing up. Give it a budget of 1. That could be very cool. I would really appreciate that. Now, of course, we have this huge, this huge depiction here that's just blasting there. Oh man, which tells me it's made out of foam, which is great. Because otherwise, oh boy, that thing could not be suspended up there. No way. And then here's where me and whoever would be like, so how long do you think it's going to take until it falls? It could be any day now. Any day now. This thing's being held by like duct tape and hope. All right, so let's go through this door. And where will this take us? To a very suspicious. I'm looking for weird things. Okay, and that's it. This is like the dead end. But I almost feel like there isn't anything here. But I feel like there's stuff that's going to make me fall through the floor, and then boom, I'm in dungeon hell, something like that. Very ominous dead end though. So I think they did a good job of depicting something kind of creepy there. All right, so we are going to backtrack. We're gonna find our way and see if there's anything we missed. Because did I close this door? I had closed that door. Okay, so I went there. So let me see if there was something here. This was back to the coffee shop. Okay. That was okay, cool. So now we can backtrack some more. Down we go. Down these stairs. Down the second set of curved stairs here. Okay, so now we're back in the bar and tavern. We come back to this spot. And now we can go straight. See, I knew there was. I see. I'm proud of myself. I remembered to backtrack just a little bit more. Let's go off to adventure. Beyond the secret shelf, beyond the shroud, we enter. What feels like a bedroom, actually. It is a secret bedroom. For a Murgle. All right, for a cotton candy Murgle. So we've invaded their space. I'm very sorry, but we're here to explore. Don't worry, we ain't gonna get nothing. And then they're like, "Oh, maybe I do want you to get in something," and I'm like, And then they're like, "Yeah, into my kitchen because I'm. Oh, look, it's Khadgar with the C. Oh, look at. Oh, dude. Oh no." I think he walked in on us. Yo, we ain't doing nothing, right? She propositioned me, and I don't even know what she said. She just said she wants me to get in something, and I'm not sure if she meant the kitchen. Hey, dude, I think he's getting his gun. Um, Catguard with a C is pissed. Hopefully not, right? Hopefully not. He's like, "Do you want to end up like the other one?" And then he'll point to like this person. This is the last person who tried to get at Miss Murgle over there. And then Khadgar's like, "Nope, I ain't having it." He's like, "No, she's my girl." Oh, there's a fish in the tub. This is so random now. Yo, why do y'all got a fish? Yeah, actually, dude, it might be Khadgar that's asking Miss Murgle, "Yo, why is there a fish in the bathtub?" And then she's like, I told the fish, "Hey, you want to get in some of this?" And I just wanted to put him in the bathtub. I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, okay. It's all good." So everything's fine. Everything's fine. She just invited me to go into the bathtub with the fish because I think that's really weird, though. Yeah. All right, Khadgar with the C. You take care of yourself. You guys live the best life. Please live the best life. All right, so let's go. I think we've seen everything actually. Let me backtrack a little bit more because I'm pretty sure I've gone through the other spots here. Yeah, that was like the nicer dining table place. That was the place that took me to like some sort of like secret. Yeah, little secret desires there. And that concludes it. I'll sit with the puppies. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for letting me visit this place. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. And by the way, just in case, they provided their blueprints. So take what you want from it, be it the layouts. I mean, the layouts always easy to take. The layouts and the rooms and everything. And then of course there's whatever you want. For those who don't have a lot of experience with blueprints, it can be pretty daunting. You'll because you're going to see like everything that people had made and it's dyed a certain way, and you need like a unique permutation of like each of those things. So it can be pretty overwhelming for folks. But whenever I'm able to, or whenever I'm allowed to, I will provide the blueprints for folks if folks want to pick any of that up. And then from that, you can do, especially with certain other builds that we might see, you can, even if you might not want to necessarily make it part of your place, you can at least get an opportunity to pick it up, grab the decor that's related to it. And then from there, like if it's something that's like super duper kit bashed, you can start messing around with it. So you can reverse engineer, deconstruct it, learn from that. And then from there, either, just take that for yourself, or you can learn your own style or modify it and make it your own. So that's always cool. All right, let's head over to iSkip's place next. Yeah, 51. Let's roll. I'm not sure if I want to do a longer stream today. No, I can't, because I have sponsor obligations. So won't be able to do that today. But puppy just wrote the but you can look forward to a video tomorrow that goes over housing add-ons. So I have, I think, 10 add-ons that I think are very useful for housing. They might not have the approach that you think they will. But to me, I think they're very important because I think they provide like a very direct and good benefit in case there are like for like certain needs. So I'll go get some more coffee so I can go to the bathroom. Well, I do want to check for like news really. Between visits I do check for news real quick. By the way, did I thank Rock Angel for subscribing? I think I did, but I'll just thank him again. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone's support as I come in. All right. There's new campaign stuff. Neat. I still need to finish the raid though. I'm sure I'm hoping that we'll finish it today, this week, because we need to do because it's time walking week, and so we're gonna do Ulduar, and so that's gonna take roughly an hour or so because we're gonna kill every boss. I want to get the loot, for people to distribute for themselves, and then we're going to we'll probably just do the normal layer boss for more champion gear. And then the expectation is that we'll just murder the normal raid. Because I think we're on the last boss now. Yeah, we're on the last boss. Did I say him? I usually do like they and them and all that stuff for the most part. I might have slurred it out. I tend to do that. Um, did I check out the add-on Blueprint Bazaar? I I did, but I'm not fond of it, honestly. Um, I'm not fond of it because it, I'm not fond of how dependent it is on a lot of things. So, in order for an add-on of that style to work, and there's multiples of those, it has its own ecosystem, and I'm not too fond of that because an add-on like that is going to rely on people submitting blueprints to them. So it really narrows the possibilities there. Um, and then in some cases, reportedly, people are scraping as well. So they're scraping blueprints. They're saying that it's their own, or not. Okay, they're not saying that it's their own. They're crediting them and all that stuff, but they're just data scraping from other places, and I'm not very fond of that. That seems kind of scummy. Um, that I haven't messed around with, and it's not something that I personally consider to be like a helpful add-on. Not yet. I'm waiting for a winner. I'm waiting for a winner when it comes to like the whole, hey, I want to browse through and get blueprints and stuff. I still feel like the best place to go to is either the WoW Housing database. The Wowhead one I think is all right, but I think the WoW Housing database just does a lot better. Um, a lot of folks participate in that site, and there's no like additional stuff needed. You know, there's no Discord channel. It doesn't feel walled off at all. Um, but that's why, and that's one example of like an add-on that you're probably not going to see me promote. Probably. Oh, Brett, I'm only saying that I think that they're scraping. I don't know. I just saw what was reported, and I'm just kind of reiterating that. So I'm not even saying that this particular add-on is doing anything wrong. I'm just not very fond of any of them for those general reasons. All right. Anyway, that's enough delay. All right, folks. This is Iskith's place. Reverend Founders. It's going towards evening, and we're entering what feels like a hotel. All right. Now we've been here before. Now I'm seeing this immediately because I kind of remember this guy. Because I remember this being a hotel with a twist. But let's see if that's still the case. We're going to take a look at this with somewhat fresh eyes. And the first thing that comes to mind, this is new. We have this whole rock climbing thing here. That's sick. That is sick. Now, it's not something I can climb myself. These are actually, maybe I can if I'm like skilled enough. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh snap. Okay, so I am as agile as a Murgle. Yep, that's not happening. Oh no, that dude didn't make it. No. Meanwhile, this Murgle's I'm sure like so this Murgle who made it to the top, they just made it to the top, they made it up on their own. They feel very proud of themselves. They see this dude fall. There's no okay, they're gonna catch him, thank goodness. But then this Murgle, I'm sure every time they see someone fall, I'm sure every time they say, "Long live the king." Every time, just for fun. You know, they're not going to say it out loud. They just say it internally. They just like to feel better than everyone. Or was he pushed? No, I don't think it was pushed. I think it's all right. And they're fine. You know, they got help. He's not going to get, you know, blasted by some herd of wildebeest or anything like that. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Now, a lot of guests are coming to this hotel. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like there's a con coming up pretty soon. So it could be something like that. So here's like a little preview of BlizzCon or something like that. Or this could be a cult. Everyone's so happy. In fact, they're suspiciously happy because they all have the same facial expression. My God. But I do love the depiction of life here. Now, notice though, we live in a world where there are pets now. You know, we can put out pets, we can have like a more animated life. Here, the life is a bit more still, but you have like these great depictions that you can set up that you can't really do with the pets. And so you can have like these sort of like, you can tell these sort of stories because of, hey, I want to set this exact position. Like, hey, here they are. They are getting ready to, take the boat out so they can do some fishing stuff because, hey, there might be some fun stuff out there. Over out here. Oh, that's dope. Okay, let me actually go around. Out here, you got them playing ball. Heck yeah, dude. So these little arms, don't be fooled. They might be hella fast. As for what Snuffles can do, I don't know. Maybe they'll play Enforcer. They'll just play defense and just like ram them or something like that. Although it almost looks like, this dude's like, dude, pass it to me. And then Reptar's like, dude, you can't catch, buddy. You're going to like break the ball or something like that if you try to catch up with your tusks. It's like, dude, I got this cool snout, man. What are you talking about? So don't underestimate the snout. At some point, we're going to see some basketball game with an elephant, and we can see how they too have moves because they can do all sorts of awesome manipulative stuff with that trunk of theirs, I believe. So let's head on inside, yeah? Actually, let me see what's on the side here. Okay, nothing crazy on the side. Very filled out, though, because you just have so many of these plushies all hanging out. All right. So this is a revisit. Things are pretty familiar to me, and I'll do my best to identify if there's like differences here and there. We come in right past the closet and into our check-in spot. And if anything, the place does seem more populated than it did before. A lot more life that we've seen here. So I think, oh no, that's one of those little toy things. Like they're just like chilling, watching their kids. Like, oh my god, look, mom, I'm in a tractor thing. It's like, oh, this is awesome. And they're like, oh, thank goodness, we can look at our phones for a little bit as kids distracting themselves for a few minutes. We got to check our, social media and all that stuff, priorities and all that. Here's the kind of check-in, I believe. Yes, so they're storing like all sorts of like extra stuff. Now, why aren't they going to like their rooms? I'm not sure. So back here, okay, this all kind of winds together. All right. Tourism is up. There we go. Smart. I think that works out. Okay, so up ahead is the actual check-in. All right. Nice big line. They go ahead and get themselves actually signed in. Kind of interesting, though, that they check in their luggage and all that first. But then they sign in here as if it's a cult, dude. Okay, guys, what you're going to do, you're going to give us all of your personal belongings, all your possessions, your life savings, and everything. And then we're going to give you a card. And this card is what lets you, now you're going to be saved from the rapture. Yay, saved from the rapture. Something like that. Meanwhile, they're just taking all their loot. Right? So they're going to be in like rags and whatever. They're going to be living the poor life, farming, scraping, and doing whatever cult leader says while they have all their stuff. And so, like, okay, you guys enjoy yourselves. This is going to be the last time you're going to live a normal life. There goes your phones and all that stuff. The folks here, they haven't quite checked in yet, but once they do, if there ain't any checking out, these folks are signing their life away, I think. Oh. So past this threshold is a new life. New life, and you're going to have nothing but salvation and good times, and it's going to be great, and no one's going to die. Yep. Okay, so we got many options. We can go straight ahead. That seems really far. Left and right. All right, so let's proceed. Let's go. All right, so right through this hall. This is the gym. All right. So when you're not working the fields, while you still have strength, we want to help maintain that for as much as possible before we suck the life out of you. And then when you become a lifeless husk, they harvest you for body parts. I don't know. I don't know. But at first, it makes it feel like, oh, look, a gym. Let me get some, quote, energy drinks, right? Yeah, it's going to make me stronger. Or possibly they're drugs. And then you become dependent on said drugs. And then, yeah, let's go right through here to the meditation studio. No, wrong. This is a checker studio. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong about this, and it's all good times while you're here. These guys are just about to play checkers and enjoy themselves under the soft watch eye of the Loa right here. Horde versus Alliance. Who's gonna win? Go get him, F the Horde. And then it's like, death to the Alliance as Reptar and Murgle and all that. That's cute. This is cute. Love the way that these are set up too. It's a very, very clean. I love the tiles. Big fan of these tiles and what's possible with these now. Now, I do remember this. This is the little medic station. Because sometimes you play checkers too hard. And when that happens, you got to get yourself some rest. So here's Dr. Snuffle being like, yep, you play checkers too hard. I think you just need to up your game, get good at it, and then you don't have to come and see me as often because then you'll win games. So in those in checkers there, whenever you eat a piece, you like chuck it at the other person, and you can't dodge it or anything like that. You got to just take it. It's a form of like immediate punishment and consequence whenever you play that form of checkers. I don't make this up. That is literally what they write there on the rules. You guys didn't see the rules, but trust me, they were definitely there. So here's are the casualties from the checkers game. It's like, I thought I did my best, and then Reptar's like, oh, don't worry, son, you just kind of suck at the game. It's like, oh man, Dad, why do you gotta say it like that? So pretty extreme. That could be what's going on here. Maybe this is a big like checkers sport hospital training facility kind of thing. See, I can take a build and I can just redefine the whole damn thing too. Yeah, this is it. This is the practice arena. These start off as plushies, but the real thing, they have got like blades on them and stuff. Yeah, you'll get chopped the heck up in Warcraft checkers, dude. That's crazy. So these folks are training. Dun, 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 so they're like, oh man, gotta lift, gotta up my agility, pound some energy drinks and all that stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. So let's go out here. Oh, let's go through this shroud. What's behind this? Now here, okay, of course, gotta relax, after a long day of training, and as long as you didn't get too hurt, you get an opportunity to rejuvenate the body, have some more drinks or energy drinks, whatever they call them. And then out here, we head out to the party spot. Now, who is out here? It could be the people who are training, doing their thing, because you got to maintain their mental balance too. Give them a chance to, actually have normal food, to relax outside, maybe hang out in the pool out here. Heck yeah, dude. I remember this. Oh, there's the boss there too. Right? Yeah. Not a dead body. Nope, not a dead body. Okay. So, folks are chilling. Oh, yeah. Great resort spot. Or maybe this is for like the audience. This is the eventual audience who are watching like these games and whatnot. But these could easily be like the players too. Cool action shots too. So here's like one kid who's like, dude, mom, I'm scared. And then she's like, how are you going to be able to play checkers if you're scared? Get the hell down here, So kind of a Mom's got expectations and all that stuff. We got one little shark reptar there. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. But no, very loungy. Very, very loungy. Like this dude's cannonballing. No, actually, that one's about to cannonball. This one just like dove in from like the corner here. Just nuts. It's not the boss, just a friend. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, great shot here. I think this was like modified a good bit too. I'm pretty sure there were like some additions and other things here. I mean, when you got some more of that budget, no sense not filling it out. Great transitions. We have like this kind of like nice isolated feel. And it's got to be isolated. This is an intense training ground, man. Like, it's cool, but you can't leave. You can't leave this training ground. You do, you're out the program. This thing costs like $8,000 a month if you want to be a part of this. Because, you want to get through extreme Warcraft trekkers, you got to be serious. Now, little do the athletes here know, there is no such thing as Warcraft checkers. Look up in the tree. Oh boy, I missed something. Yeah, there's no such thing as Warcraft checkers. So all these dudes getting scammed. Sorry, buddy. So look up in. Oh, dude, there's a thing up. What is that? Dude, is that a guard tower to make sure no one escapes? Hold on. Crap, I think it is. There's a Murgle up there, ready to annihilate possible escapees. So I am right. Yeah, you definitely can't leave. Wow. Now I do remember what my earlier depiction of this was like. Oh, it's a hotel, but there's a cult thing happening. I feel like the sports thing is. I feel like I'm getting closer with that. All right, so let's go across here, and we'll see what else is happening on this spot. So, okay, so ooh, they got souvenirs too. Okay, or they're branded, something like that. Okay, so back here we have the boss, or a boss, something like that. Now, what do we have here? Perhaps it's like, okay, this is like actually, this might just be the boss's office. So and if you're like excelling, or if you're not doing so great, you're gonna see the boss, and then you're gonna have like a new plan. And her plan is, okay, get on the bed. It's like, oh my god, what are you gonna do? And they're just going to massage you. That's it. Nothing weird happens. It's just a special massage. That's it. Everyone wonders, oh my god, you're going to get a special massage from the boss. Oh, you lucky dog. And then it's like that's it. That's all it is. It's just because God, what are you thinking? It's gonna be gross. Okay, the vibe shifted because now, once again, recreation and all that stuff. Now we get to play bowling and stuff. Oh, that's okay. This is very insider. Ellie, Eve, Candy, and Pearl. Now, who among them is doing better? So they got 7. They got everyone. Okay, so Pearl is the winner. So where's Pearl? Pearl's back. Oh, look at that, sitting pretty, just enjoying like their dominance over the competition. Meanwhile, this one's just lost. It's like, oh my god, why is this happening to me? And then they're just like wandering off drunk. They've just lost it. But that's kind of what happens when they serve like wine on the bowling alley floor. It's not even like, hey, let's go back there and to the bar. No, they bring it to you. They bring it to you. Looks like it's happy hour. Only $8 a bottle. A bottle. Dude, what kind of swill is this? Like, it must be like super watered down, and they just put some rubbing alcohol in there. It's like, oh, this will mess them up. Over here, we got some more gaming stuff because you gotta maintain competition, right? Even though we're moving away from the extreme checker stuff, we still want to like maintain that competitive spirit. among all the participants here. It does help them unwind, helps them de-stress because they're thinking about other things. But again, you're maintaining a certain kind of spirit, a certain kind of urgency, and all that. That's what it takes if you want to make it through Warcraft checkers. And what is here? We have our bar, more drinks, which again, I'm pretty sure like these drinks are spiked with like some sort of addictive substance to make these people dependent on this facility. It's like, yo, you have people who are coming in like months later, they totally washed out the program, but they keep coming back. Oh my God, man, I'm sick. I need more. I need more of the energy drink. And they're like, oh, that'll be another like $50 a bottle. Oh, give it to me, so that's how it be, man. The world can be pretty twisted. So let's go back here through the shroud and boop. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, now this is very, very festive. That's neat. Oh, that's great. This is great. It's really messing with my whole narrative, but no, this is just a really nice. It's loud, it's boisterous. You got a dance floor being filled with folks, right? Celebrating the start of celebrating one more night past all the training, past whatever hardships that they go through. They have like this whole like this kind of like conga line. That's sick. Murgles are playing hard. They even have their own like guitar little setup. What's great is that it's sized for them. Love it. That is excellent. Even the boss is here to participate. Nice. Or nope, they are going back there for like some shenanigans. Meanwhile, though, great scene. It's a great scene that we have here. Well, what I find funny is how we have like the fog machine right here on the side coming from these statues there. That's excellent. That is excellent. So big party that we're having here. I'm pretty sure this shroud is solid. I won't be able to go past this. Yeah. So we're gonna go behind this curtain thing, following the boss. And I'm gonna remind myself there was another spot that was behind the bar too that I didn't look at yet. But what behind here is? Ooh. Okay, this I remember too. They really stepped this up. So here's the cultist room. So here's where the true champions of Warcraft checkers are. And from this, oh boy. It's like you are the greatest Warcraft checkers champions of all. We must improve your strength. We must bless you with the dark god. And so they took like this washed out person and they said, actually, no, this is one of the champions, right? And so in order to empower everyone else, the champions are sacrificed and their essence is given to like the new generation. That's how it works. So they know exactly what's going on. They're like, yeah, dude, let's go. Ula tech. And then the boss is like, no, not Ula tech. This is, Zalatat. And everyone's kind of looking at themselves funny. Ula tech. And then the boss is like, oh, I really got to do something about this program. This is flawed. I really got to come up with something catchy. She's like, what about, come on. How about it, guys? Zalatat. And they're trying to, Zalatat. Ula tech. Because it just really comes out, right? Right? You can really like express it. It really like comes from the diaphragm. Ula tech. Yeah, it's visceral, man. Zalatat just doesn't do it. It's very soft. So, sorry, boss. You got to workshop that a little bit more. And then, meanwhile, the person down here is like, oh my God, help me. It's like, oh, bring him back. We'll try this again, and we'll try the whole Ulatech thing next. It's like, wait, so I'm not going to be free? No, sorry. You're not going anywhere. Now, what happened to Zaltat back here? No, that's a Murgle face. Oh my God. So, okay, so we've learned the truth. Yes. You just rip that mask off, and then all of a sudden, boom, Murgle. What does the Murgle say? Ula tech. Yeah. Very vibey room that we have here, though. And then right behind us, concert. Everyone's cool, chill, having a good time. Right here, let's head back here. It's just right backstage, and all of a sudden, here's the band going dun 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 dun. Ula tech, Ula, and it's oh, that's how it works. That's how it's the band that's really like doing a lot of the indoctrination and like really getting people riled up. Getting that energy going. Yeah, dude. Just imagine, the people in the conga line, doom, 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 ula tech. That's how it works. Excellent. It's a great chant, by the way. Like, dude, it's so catchy. You let yourself get caught up in it, and then you're done. Oh wait, oh this just let's back together. Okay, so this just led back to it. So I'd say like Reptar here, like I think they're like one of the major masterminds here because they're the one that's selling like the Ulatech juice. That's a thing now, Ulatech juice. Just makes people crazy. And by crazy, I mean they're really good at Warcraft checkers. That's maybe I'm doing too many things at once here, but I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. There's still more to explore though. I think. Because I think I need to go this way. Yeah, down the really long hallway. Because there's more to check out. So I think this is the bathroom. Maybe. No, theater. There we go. Oh, dude, I love the glows here. Yeah, I love the lighting effect and how that comes together. It's almost as if, you have like this, this really bright scene going on. I don't know what it is yet, but then people are watching. Nice. And what are we watching? Oh, we're watching Ilaria because she's hot. Um, great glow though that we have from this. This thing is just blasting. Yeah, I love that. That looks great. That looks great. Side speakers and everything. Sweet. And the additional shroud to help dampen the sound. So I appreciate that. Over here, the library spots, people reading about Warcraft checkers, of course. All right, let's go down, and we're seeing lots of, oh, look at that. Very adorable. Are these like new paintings? I don't know if these are like new from the last time we were here. All right, so that one's done, but this one just being put together. Very cute. And what else is going on here? So we got a whole family about to head into something new. And then we have something going on outside, but let's see what's over here. Here we feast. Oh, dude, okay. F the chairs, man. They're like, yeah, dude, these chairs are for like the people who these are for the humanoids, not us, man, not us. We're just gonna go nuts and a wild out and feast. Same thing with the coffee and all that. Yeah, fun depictions here that we have. Oh, lighting changed a little bit, I think. That's going to take us kind of elsewhere. We have more feast. Yeah, that's where we came from. So more feast there. Dude, this dude's got the whole table to himself. Yeah, puppies. Excellent. Ah, and then the bathroom. Oh, look at that. That's cute. They're bathing them for him. I like that. The little mama here, little mama Murgle with I mean is that her kid? I don't know. Probably not. She's like, yes, you're gonna come up to be an excellent, excellent Warcraft checkers person, aren't you? It's like, oh mom, I don't want to do that. What is here though? A secret spot. Interesting how this is a secret bedroom. But who is here? We have a Reptar. And we have a Snuffles. And hopefully everything's okay. Because Reptar's on the couch. I think Snuffles is mad at him. It's like, yo, how dare you lose that Warcraft checkers match? You get to sleep on the couch. But then, dude, they got so much room for themselves, too. Sounds like your kids when they were little. All right, so there's one on the side here. This little Murgle is taking food somewhere. Maybe it's like a hotel vibe. Because the food's coming from here. This kitchen that seems to be... Okay, it looks like it's a place where folks can, like, eat as well. It's not just a place that's being where they're serving stuff, because otherwise I wouldn't have seats for myself. Chef Reptar here is getting the job done. That Murgle who was out there, I'm sure they were helping out too. Yeah, nice, fun kitchen spread. This is the caretaker's room. Oh, it could be. Oh, check it out. Walk-in fridge. Heck yeah. Okay, it's either a walk-in fridge or this Murgle's like, no, you stay out, Blizzard. You know, so we're being like, we're being left out. And then the Murgle's like, oh, get what I can before they break the spell, before it wears off. Yeah, so I think they had their own little like heist set up for themselves. Not even a heist. They just like broke right in. They're like, yo, I'm going to get what I can because I'm hungry. Now let's see what's out here. So it's nighttime now. You know, we were in a daytime room earlier. Folks were partying in the pool. They were doing their own thing. Out here, though, a little bit different. Here, we are climbing over these fountains and platforms, actually. That's a very interesting setup for a bridge there. So here we have like this whole Lady and the Tramp thing, but it's pie, right? So just imagine that. It's you know, they're looking at each other's eyes. They're in love. They're totally into each other, right? And then chomp, 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 and then they just go nuts. They're just pie all over the face and all that. Ah. And then it's totally not romantic, but then they're just having a good time anyway. So, but it's kind of weird because there's a Reptar digging a grave back there. Or, okay, maybe it's not a grave. Maybe they filled it up already, and now they're just patting it down. And they're just chilling. They're just having their pie. Reptar's like, no one sees me. No one cares what I'm doing, dude. Like, they're just totally into their own things here. All right. So what else do we have out here? We can climb these platforms here. Boop, boop, boop. And we're feasting some more. Okay, so once again, Lady and the Tramp thing. But this time, lobster. Wow, that's daring. Okay, so, you know, for those who remember, there's a movie. It's an animated one from Disney called Lady and the Tramp, where, like, these two puppies, they fall in love. And then there's a scene where they eat, like, spaghetti, and then they meet together because they're both having the same noodle, and they get close, and oh my God, it's so romantic. Now, imagine that with lobster. You know, a big old, fully shelled lobster. And you're trying to crunch, crunch, crunch with that with their giant buck teeth. It's going to be a scene. Oh, boy. The pie was one thing. At least the pie is soft, but lobster. You know, so meanwhile, here's some normal people being like, you know, they're just like serving themselves some more crostini or whatever, just chomp chomp. Oh my God, did you see the people over on the other table? They're straight up trying to do that whole Lady and the Tramp thing with lobster. And then Reptar here is like, and then they're like, okay, he's clearly fine. He's doing his own thing. All right. So that is the story of Warcraft checkers and the people who live in this sort of society. All right. Have I seen everything? I'm not sure. Let's backtrack some. I've opened up most of these rooms. You know, we got folks who are supporting each other, or they are the families or spouses of these pro checker players, and then of course there's the players themselves who are, I'm sure they're doing their best to be a part of the program. Some of them get washed out. Some of them they kind of retire. They want to, but then they stick around to like help people out who are part of the program. You know, some people have ulterior motives. Some people are gonna, and some people are just gonna be happy up there, zapping dudes who are trying to escape. And I think I have seen everything. So thank you again for letting us visit your place and redefine the whole damn story of what this place is. Ula Tech, Ula Tech. That's their team, by the way. That's their team. So it is the Warcraft checkers team, Team Ula Tech. I'm so stupid. All right. So we're gonna double check again. New stuff. There's actually a lot of communication I'm kind of waiting for. It's all sort of up in the air, and I'm like, yoo-hoo. Bum, 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 bum. But there's nothing. All right. Cool. Oh, I didn't even teleport yet. Oh, there's the boss. Hey. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for inviting us. I appreciate it. All right, so we're heading to Iris's place next. I hope I did okay with that one because I know I struggle when builds are largely the same. There were obvious changes, modifications, things like that. When things are familiar though, I know that mentally I have to like try really hard to not just gloss over stuff that I've seen already, because that tends to be a thing that I do. So if there's anything that there are things that I pass by, I will I'll feel bad about it. For real, Dolly Parton passed away? Oh. Yeah. She is such a positive force in the world too. Well, she lived a good I think she had a great life and did a lot for everyone. So I hope that there are folks who continue to carry that. So rest in peace. And let's see. Okay, I think I should read this before I start. Actually, hold. All right, this is Iris's place. We're over in Razorwind, and we have this very unique front to the house. Notice how it's elevated there? Let's not worry about that. Let's just look at this. But check out the design here. Highly unique. I really like this whole platform setup, but it has this very artsy style, and some of the notes will suggest what's actually going on here. But I like this whole roof setup. That looks very cool, very unique with the setup there. So let me read what's going on here. So it's my laboratory building where I experiment. The goal for this visit is actually just a one-room project, and so I'm gonna enter and take the first turn. Oh, so it's a project house. Okay. So what we're expecting to see is a version of Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water. Oh, I remember that. We've seen a build like this before. So this will be neat. We're going to take a look at a very specific architectural style. This will be cool. This could be cool. Um, so yeah, so this is a different style that they're going for. It's not their original style. It's just kind of their take on it. Cool. Let's take a look. So again, Project House vibes. We're gonna go into it with that sort of energy. So okay, nothing there. We're just going that way. Cool. But I do like this setup. Even dude, even for a project house, they wanted to make it very, very presentable. Mine is totally not. But check out what they did here. They used like these sort of like these pipes as wall trims of sorts. So now we have like this nice glow coming in here, despite using the sort of like uh, default colors for the floors as well as the walls as well as the floors. But I think the floors, they do a great job of reflecting and letting the purple light bounce off and let it spill over to the rest of the room. So it's very neat. All right, so let's go this way into their project. But first, here is a. I think this is a depiction of what the house is going to be. So it has this sort of style to it. It's very, very neat. Now I really want to take a look and see what's going on here. So we climb up and into this here. Nice. Nice. So we're oh wait, I am not even familiar with these new trees. Hello. Hold on. Yo. Dude, these trees are sick. Oh man. I expect to see like a bajillion of these in the future as people get more of these. Because, dude, these trees are sick. All right. So, how should I approach this? Let me climb up, get some elevation first. So, here's like another gate, which would be the way inside. This takes us across where, so this is cool because it makes it feel as if this house was built inside Zulma or inside the Coiled Isle. Oh, that's sick. So wow, that what a way to tame the zone, where eventually they build like a modern style house like this here. So we're gonna keep looking at this from the outside, and I'll like zoom out and all that, and before we actually go in. Wow, this is a great shape that they have here. We're gonna climb down. Oh, we got signs of life down here too. Froggies, fishies, lots of. Oh no, the fishies. No. The cat's like, the fish is like, no, I'm trying to escape, but I'm in my own fish hell because I keep getting dragged back in closer to the cat. And so, okay, so that fish is gonna be stuck in purgatory. Sorry, buddy. Check out the transition as we enter this outdoor room. Again, the trees, they do such a great job of creating that new sense of scale, despite them being like a little bit thin. Um, because you have like the large rocks that set up the transition, then the trees. Then you have like a great looking setup. Let's see, what else do we have down here? Rocks are made to be like a big part of the foundation here. Actually, they straight up are the foundation. Um, let's go around here. Check out how the river is being set up. So you have these these shrouds being used as, to make the depiction here. So nice solid shape that you have here because you don't really see anything weird. Here's where you start seeing like the fragmentation of multiple shrouds being used, or at least the way that it's shaped. But it's still great, don't get me wrong. Yeah, this is fantastic, dude. So we're approaching some of the house from the bottom area. I'm just kind of like roaming around and seeing what else there is to explore around here because there are a lot of, even before we get into the house, there's like lots of detailing around the environment this is all sitting on. Ah, this is great. So we have two sets of stairs that are going to lead us up. We have one that'll take us like directly inside the house, one that's more an approach from the outside. So we'll start off with the outside approach. And then here we are. I'm going to zoom out now. See if I can manage that. So I can go out this far and get some of the shaping here. Wow, that's great, dude. This is great. So I can zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, it's hard to get a good angle because I would want to get like a cool screenshot. I think this might be the best I could do. Actually no, this is great framing because the text will be down here and all that. Then eventually it'll show up like this. That's great, absolutely great. So this feels like mostly the entrance of the house, mostly. We have like the what looks like one of the big stone murals that's being used, followed with a just a rug that's being skinned to cover it up, right? Yeah, so here's the actual mural. And okay, maybe it's, oh no, it's just the thing behind it. Oh, excellent. Oh, nice. You saved on a rug. Um that might have been it. So it's multiples of these that are being used as walls. That's pretty sick. And then even up here, yeah, even as you do this climb. Oh, that's great. That is great. There's a lot of very, very clever construction being used here. So lots of straight edges that are being used with a lot of new stuff. So these are new planks. These are new pillars. And then you have pillars, and the new pillars, beams, and tiles are being used very, very extensively. And yeah, here's like some more of the planks being used there. Check out what they have here as you do this climb. They used more of these beams, I'm sorry, these pillars, to make this rounded shape. Very, very carefully done. You know, you can see where the clip is happening, and I'm not trying to point it out like it's a flaw or whatever, but you can just see like you get an idea of just how many of these beams are being used. Oh, that's sick. Really, really good. Looks like you have canvas paintings that are helping to create as many of these straight edges as we can. Very little expenses spared because boy, does that cost a lot. And then from here, you have like these large beams to help with the framing here. And, you know, I don't know if budget would allow, but like, I don't know if it would have been also a good idea to just have like here you have these kinds of tiles. Like, would it have been okay to take something like the beams or pillars or whatever and just like put them sideways and then just make like large, basically that would be the same thing, but you would just have a much sharper shape. But I don't know what that would do to the budget or anything like that. Those are just like some little thoughts there. Wow, though. I still haven't gone inside yet. I'm still exploring like kind of like the house from out here first. Cause dude, these depictions here are great. I love these flat edges. It's not exactly Warcraft, obviously. You know, we're taking some big liberties here. But I love the shaping. It's great. It's so good. So here's more of the murals that are being used here. So we're going to head downstairs. I'm going to go down to what I guess is kind of the entrance. Hard to tell. But let's finally go inside. Oh, check it out. A little bit of a spiral stair work is being used there. And we have like this pretty tight build. You know, so here's my character height. You know, I can jump pretty high, so the ceiling isn't too high. Not that bad. Got this nice natural look. Of course, we got to have like one of the actual murals in full display here. Here we enter like this living room area. And again, like note how we're using like all these small shapes to define everything here. So of course we have like the tiles that are making up the floors. You have many of these planks. Even though it has that kind of messy look to it, it's still because it has like the thinner shape, it still feels like a clean thing, like it's an intended thing to have these kinds of shapes being used here. It's normally not in this style, but I mean, that's the best we could do. Here we have, for some more straight edges, Pandoran shelves. Lots of use of the elegant rugs too, for like all sorts of things. So these are being used as like hanging shelves here. Here's like this sort of depiction of kind of like big wooden blinds. I think you can't really like do much better than that. Cabinet stuff, coffee. Ah, what a great living room. And very interesting use, taking these Herondar staff looking things and making these into like the general, kind of window bars of sorts. It's something that kind of like reminds us, no, Warcraft stuff, let's bring that back. And so you have like that big depiction there. These rugs are being used as ceilings. Let's kind of venture outside. Have ourselves like a look-see from out here. Oh yeah, here's another good shot. Ooh, that's good. Now, and one of those creatures happens to be chilling there. I'll let him. Yeah, we'll let him. Let's go back inside. Take a quick glance out here because we got like another sort of not balcony setup, but basically this is just the other entrance, just so we know where we come from. And it's cool. So imagine, folks. Let's take a moment to immerse ourselves. We'll start here because we were just having some coffee. Delicious. We got our cup. And so now what do we want to do? We'll find a book that we want to read for like a little bit later. Then we come around and we want to get like a quick thing of air, right? We come out here, out the front door kind of, sort of. And then we can see if there are guests who are coming in, they'll be going across, they'll be climbing up here. And otherwise we have like this great view down here of different places in Zul'Aman or Kaldal, or wherever the hell we are. So the vibes that I'm getting here, it's airy, it is, but it's still kind of humid. It feels better than it does inside, but I'm here just to like get some air. I'll lay down my cup. Maybe I'll like lean back a little bit, right? Do some reading, whatnot, because the sun happens to be facing this direction. Feels good. Feels really good. Love the construction here. And then here is the downstairs entrance that would otherwise take us in. So it has this sort of flow to it. Very nice. Really, really nice. Back here, the bathroom. Lots of detail here too. It starts off with basic stuff like crates and tables to create this different style of vanity. Of course, we got our waterfall style bathtub. We have our defecation station bench right over there. And where does it go? Ugh. Gross. So it goes somewhere down there. So, ugh. Yeah. Somehow that gets cleaned up. A lot of detailing put here too. They made sure to close this up with some triangular tiles just to make sure we don't accidentally fall in. So appreciate that. From there, we wipe ourselves off with some bamboo TP. Oh, God. So it's like... No. It's not that. It's brown paper towels, which is pretty bad, too. I gotta say. At least they're warm, all right? They are warm brown paper towels. Yeah. Yeah. Very opulent place. I mean, the fact that there's food here too, total Airbnb. Oh yeah, this is like $3,000 a night or something like that for folks who want to stay in a spot like this. $3,000 a night plus a $2,000 cleaning fee plus a $4,000 deposit. That's all right. So let's climb up now. up the smooth stairs here. We get to the second floor. Very lived in, by the way. Oh, here's our bed. Oh, there's a cat on the bed. Oh, well, I'm not going to get on the bed. Um, oh, you can see here, you can see some unfortunate clipping that's happening here with like multiple tiles because you know that happens um, when you're trying to achieve this sort of shaping here. So I get the struggle. Really love uh, how this flows into the outside though. There's our sort of like PC or TV or whatnot. Let's climb up, boom, boom, into what feels like the kitchen. Here's our icebox. Oh, not even an icebox. Okay, it is an icebox. But we are keeping our wines and whatnot cool. That feels like kind of like a normal fridge vibe. Oh, yeah, see, this is the kind of stuff where it's like, yo, if you leave something like this behind and you leave the Airbnb, they're going to charge like, you know, they're going to take your whole damn security deposit. Oh, yeah, we saw this. And so we needed to like clean everything up. It's like, man, don't BS me. Uh-uh. Oh, what a view though from out here. Oh, that's sick. Doing that. Oh no, they spilled coffee. Yeah, dude. And this is wood. If this ain't treated right, oh, that's gonna be really hard to get out. And then you're gonna be in huge trouble with the owners, man. Oh boy. That's the kind of stuff that you need to like put on social media so that way you can hopefully avoid some of them charges because boy, that could become a problem. The cat knocked it down, right? Yeah, like they're going to. Actually, I think the cat's in on it. They leave the cat there, like, oh, sorry, yeah, we know you. Not only you have to put it on the ridiculous deposit plus cleaning fee, you gotta. There's a cat there, and you can't do anything to mess with the cat. So if the cat messes things up, it's gonna. You're on the hook. Yeah, and that cat is like literally the devil. But at least there's a great view of the outside here. At least there's that. So let's go out here past the really creepy plants. Oh, this feels really clean here. Oh, what a view. What a view. So we can get some additional views via that. The little Mandragora person is really disturbing though. Oh god, I'd hate for it to suddenly start crawling up my leg as I'm like, okay, I'm looking at stuff, and all of a sudden you feel it like tugging at you. It's like, oh my god, you freak out. But you don't want to make any sudden movements because you're not sure if it's the cat. Oh boy. I can feel some struggles staying in a place like this, despite how very, very pretty it is in here. Like, these trees really send me. Like, I really feel, I think it's the newness of it. I really feel immersed in Coiled Isle Zulamon vibes. Because this is just different. This is just it feels so different. Weeks are going to go by, days are going to go by, where I'm going to be like, oh, hey, check it out. We're back here again. But today, at least, this feels really special. I'm not going to get this feeling back again, I don't think, where I feel fooled just because of trees. That's it. And then, so here we're just above the entrance, right? Yeah. And then we come down from here too, which is great. That's kind of that's one of those things about this kind of build is that there's multiple ways to go inside and everything. Yeah, fantastic. So let's climb some more past the table. Blame Blizzard for the fusion there. Oh, we got snackies. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, so here's our opportunity to have some cakes, some pies, delicious, before we go outside. And as we're inspired, we can paint. But will I really? You know, I'll grab my coffee. I had way too much cake, man. I'll do something. And then I'll probably make it. Yeah, I made a mess. Okay, yes. Perfect. Perfect. And if I spill too much paint, then I'm going to have to pay for that too. Oh, man. This Airbnb is a trap. I swear, dude. All right, and then here's the tippity top here. See, despite the things being exposed up top here, it's not so bad. You know, it doesn't feel like it's really doing too much. So from like every angle, things are looking great. Yeah. Oh, this is good. This is really, really good. Yeah, well done with this one, dude. This is a really cool project that you did. And then eventually, like, people will be able to do more and more. Oh, boy. I have a feeling that later on, my wife is gonna be like, ooh, show me that place. I'm gonna have to show her this weekend, I think. So don't private your house, at least for a couple days. Just give me a few days, Iris, so that way she can take a look because she loves this kind of style. But thank you again for showing us. Did I miss any rooms though? I think I got everything, unless there's this like underground, fell dungeon and all that. Let's find it. Fell, 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 fell. Ooh la tech, ooh la tech. Um, we said it all okay. Thanks again, dude. Ah, really good. Oh my god. And then Jesus, dude. This next one we're gonna be in here for a while again. Oh boy. Dude, Europe team this week. Europe team the past couple weeks has been like, whoo, boy. Lots of returnees because frankly, we don't get a lot of new EU folks that come in very often. They come, but we definitely have more returnees than we do have newer folks. So I very much encourage folks from the EU, and three of you did. I encourage lots more EU folks to come in, be a part of this because I'd like to think we have a lot of fun. Um, Over on this side, we love looking at everyone's things. It'll be cool if someday we can get like people from like Taiwan and whatnot over in like that region to like show us their stuff too. But that of course is tough. Then we encounter obvious language barriers and all that. But it's a lot of fun. All right, so we're heading over to ZC's place last, and I know that every time I've been in there forever, and it's not long enough at the same time. Because their places are huge, huge. Has Blizzard said if they're gonna fix the ability? It should be fixed now, Wushi. Um, Jessica Kalanchik, he put out a tweet earlier. Someone said that Mego said that they work now. So take a look, give it a shot, and I'll be very interested to see what's next. What people are capable of. Can't wait to show Zan's Bistro Casino and Sports Entertainment Complex. Crazy. Thanks for the kind words. I try to recreate that build in all games where I can build. This is kind of an ongoing fascination, though. The original is said to look nice, but a hell to upgrade we can keep together. Fun fact. I imagine. Yeah. I mean, isn't it because it's kind of exposed to outdoors, or I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Do you have to contend with shifting items, carpets, walls, and beams? Oh, okay, that's a question for years. All right, give me a bit. I gotta mentally prepare for this one. In a good way. In a good way. Wow. I mean, I did see that some stuff there shifted. Um, like I didn't mention all of it. Like there's some wall thing that had shifted. I noticed like some countertops were like a little off, but whatever, dude. It's not a big deal. I mean, I have no feedback for a place like that because that's a whole different kind of architectural style anyway. All right. All right, folks. This is ZZ Loud's place. We're over in Razorwind, and is that a tank? No, it's a monster truck. It's just a huge monster truck house. Wow. Okay, it's wow, dude. Oh boy. Okay. There's a lot here. Kyle. Yikes. The scaling on here is crazy. So this build this builder tends to make like crazy mechanical style houses, crazy kit bashing as well. Like check out the engine on this piece. Like here's forsaken for scale, and you got all that going on. Wow, huge setup there. Like one wrong move and this thing will just explode. That's awesome. So let's go around. So this happens to be like the whole garage area, right? This be the garage area. That is this whole okay, and this is a whole part of it too. The entire upper platform used to like move parts in and out. And then here is the workstation or slash office. So it's great that it's funny that the house is the vehicle that's being worked on, and then everything else on the side is just like the extra decor that helps to create this whole feel of it being like a garage or a workshop or what have you. Check out the tower that they set up in order to make that whole crane structure work. Yeah, excellent, excellent. All right, so as for the rest of the structuring here, again, like huge depictions here. Gazebos for tires. You've got, oh, this is just a lot. It's hard to identify all this stuff. So, straight up a crane is being used to help with the shaping. So I expect to see another one here on the other side. Yeah, there we go. So we have all that. All right. And what happened to the screen? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Stream. So, we're fine. Okay. I'll just type in reload. Okay. So where are we at? What was I saying? No, I think I was just ready to head inside, actually. Yeah, I think I was ready to head inside. Sweet. Let's go. All right. Yeah, funny. There's like no hiccups on my end. Well, actually, let me check something else. No, we're good. Yeah. Oh well. Kind of weird. Jesus, man. Oh boy. All right, so we popped in. We popped into this. See, I told you. I told you. They make really extensive mechanical builds. There are no walls, there are no ceilings that are left behind. Everything is skinned to make these fantastic environments. Oh God, it is such yeah, such heavy Mechagon vibes here, and it makes me it only makes me more excited. when the time comes and we see like more kinds of metallic structuring, like goblins and gnomes and things like that, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So we pop in, and I imagine like all the gears just like moving around, and then the door just kind of like slides open, kind of like Fallout. Uh, Overly complicated, just crazy complex movements that do nothing, but look awesome. So from the feel of it, how should I do my exploration here? I feel like what I should do, because that's going to take me ahead to select to some grand spectacle. I'm gonna go vertical first, and we'll start here with this tricycle kind of thing. Very goblin vibey. It straight up has blades to like consume lesser vehicles in front of it, or people. Yeah, people will do too. So let me sit in this guy. Great fit, totally fits my vibe. And what do we have here? We have a number of these a number of mechagon structures, plus kind of an old fashioned, not an old fashioned, a classic, using the treasure chest as a main motor. But I do love what they did here with not those. There we go. The device here. It's being used as kind of like headlights, sort of, or it's helping to shape shape the front of that vehicle here. From there, you have like some more simple stuff. You have like the reclamation rig that's just being like turned a certain way. That way we can have it point out and serve as an engine of sorts. And then of course you have the wheels. Oh, nice. Really, really nice. And what else do we have in the immediate vicinity? Oh, drinks, boom, electric shots, let's go. And as we saw when we first came in, we're presented with this grand climb. Instead of stairs, we have these sorts of these metal trellises, Orgrimmar trellises. Oh wow! Check out the control console here, dude. This is intense. Here's our view screen. Here's our targeting. Here's our joystick and all sorts of doohickeys and other controls. And here's our mouse, right? This almost feels like one of those setups where, like, if you wanted to like play, like, I don't know, like Mech Warrior or something like that, and then you have like the custom controller setup and all that. But no, this is like quote real. It's trying to be a more realistic depiction of what's going on here. Fantastic. Like we've seen a number of different kinds of consoles by in this style from this designer. They've been awesome every time. Highly realistic, very immersive feeling. So it looks like we're going to have, looks like we have options. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to that direction or that direction. So let's go left first, as I usually do. Past this whole kind of like, is this like a retinal scan kind of thing? Like, look inside, crank the thing, and then like hope that it actually works. And it's like, no, it's not a retinal scanner, it's a little cannon. Then it zaps you in the eyeball, and like, oh no. Then everyone's sad. Yeah, just a spectacle of a room. Folio's upside down there doing its thing. You have like a big old spider butt. Spider dump truck sticking out right there. Drill. It happens to be used there too. Oh, drill on either side, actually. Ah, oh, incredible. So let's go through here, where we witness a portal into the unknown. But now we're going to boop. Woo. So this seems kind of familiar. I think there's a big rocket, right? So I think there's a room that we have seen before. I'm glad that it's still around. Yep, there it is, baby. We're gonna go through the whole rocket thing again, even though we've seen this before. So much in this room, dudes. Like, you gotta pay attention to like all the different parts and spectacle that's going on here. Great shaping here. It's like so random with the parts that are being used, from barrels down there to braziers to like little curtains being used as like wings. We got spider butts. Uh, spider butts. I think that right here is I believe that's a well. I think. Yeah, this is a well being used as like the tip of the rock and all that stuff. And you can sit in the guy, I think. We'll get up there in a bit. Down here though is the control. And here's again what I was talking about with the whole console setup. You know, everything's here. We're talking to another part of the control area. It's the cow dude, but the resolution sucks. That's why it looks like that. It's like, yo, so what's going on? And it's just all static. Because we just can't get of course we can't get a clear picture. Of course we're not going to get a clear sound. Or are we? Because actually what's being done here is they're scanning something. Okay. So I was wrong about the whole communication part. Instead, they're scanning stuff to, like, I don't know, load onto the ship or something like that. But they're pumping stuff out too. Oh boy. All right. So little text there. Down here, whole radioactive signage. I sort of feels like. But then that thing will clean it up. It's all right. You just have a broom. You can clean up radiation like that. No problem. No problem. Over here is where the boss is making plans. Oh, and then little helpers are kind of doing their thing too. Please help. And then right through here, I think we can start doing our climb up. And I believe that's what's going to give us, one, a better view, but two, get us closer to the actual rocket so we can take a closer look. Oh, great stuff, though. You know, and in cases like these, you know, I'm sure they're doing their best to avoid, you know, too much clipping, anything that's too messy, but there's also so much you can get away with here. You know, things that happen to clip together, but it's just like you kind of like don't really think about it, or you don't put too much stock in it unless you're like super duper nitpicky. Don't just accept the scale and spectacle for what it is. So here's the rocket, right? And then here's the chair that for some reason I'm gonna sit in. But you know, I would pretend that, or I would imagine that this kind of closes up, or magic prevents me from being exposed to the elements. And then here's our console once again. You know, we got little doohickeys to hit, obviously. Here's our chorus. Where are we heading to? I don't know. That way. We're heading to some Legion world in not too it's not too distant. Look at that, we're not even the first one. We got another one that's heading out there. Perhaps we're invading multiple places. We're like in the Twisting Nether, and like that ship is about to engage with fighters over on that side. And so while they're distracted, I'm gonna, you know, go in and invade one of these planets here, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, great depictions here of making this rounded shape, because I mean that I believe is just a you know, it's just a rug. But what you can also see here, let me close this. Because of those lights or whatever it is that's coming out, it gives off the kind of illusion of it being round, not just this flat texture. Same thing happens here. You have certain lights that are being used that are shining in a way that make these look round. It's a great job of making that feel very realistic. And what's cool is like you have like this whole viewport kind of thing too, and it's being shaped with a number of these large structures. Once again, you know, they just kind of like use this as a sort of frame and put that together, and then boom, like here's your window. It's messy looking, but at the same time, oh, it works. Oh, it works so good. And it looks like there's like a little bit more to this upper level. We'll explore. So let's go up here, this platform. And then we have, oh, check out this chair. Oh. So I remember once upon a time, I found it very memorable to see a gaming chair that used this drain eye thing as a structure. And I was like, dude, this is like the best gaming chair ever. Now, this is a different step up. Not a gaming chair per se, but it is like a new kind of control console where we can like kind of remotely, see everything that's going on here. But I love the way that this is all put together. It looks like this thing should like suspend off the ground and like float around and be like a way for the boss to like supervise and otherwise like zap people with like little lightning stuff. I don't know how that would work, but that'd be really cool. Great console that we have here once again, though. Yeah, that looks sick. I want to click all the things. I think I can click that too. And that's excellent. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun here. Oh, and then here's the big lever, the launch lever. Boop. And then off they go. And then they're like, no, we didn't strap him in properly. And then you see like the dude floating in space. Oh, no. It's like, come back, dude. Yeah. Oh, and then there's other windows here too that show us more rockets that are like taking off. That's awesome. I think it's just like the one other window, right? Yeah, so 2 windows. Ah, that's great though. That is great. So let's finally retreat back. So we'll go this way. And so that's one side. Gotta check the other side. Man, I wonder how many rooms there are in this place. Because it looked like it was a pretty full budget. So I'm going to be curious just how many more rooms we'll have. And then we'll see what else is like actually new now. Boop. Ooh. Wow, we have a big vibe shift here. Check this out. We are in a artisanal room? No, this is a outdoor room. Wow. Okay, this is straight up an arena. This is really good. Wow, dude. Oh, dude, the spectacle on this is fantastic. Holy crap. Dude, that looks sick. Okay, this is... Oh, man. You know when I was talking about, oh, yeah, mechanical builds and blah, blah, blah. Yo, this really shows their depth. Oh, boy. What a spectacle. Like, if I made this into the thumbnail, people would be like, huh, that's different. This is so different from what we've seen in the past. This is great. Huge arena setup. It's still really tight, but then you have like all sorts of environmental things happening here too. Bloodstains, dirt on the ground. I think my feet are kind of like sunken a little bit because, that's how that fountain thing goes sometimes. But wow, this is really, really good. It doesn't have that same pop as like the room we were just at. But what we have here instead is this. Here we're climbing. The roofs are like nice and low. The lighting also happens to be very low, so it has this very immersive feel. Like this feels like a kind of a different game, but it feels something that's very, very Warcraft as well. Like it's the kind of thing where it's like, okay, here I'm the new war chief of the orcs or whatever, and so they wanted to build like this. This is the kind of thing that Garrosh would have loved to have built. It has that sort of vibe to it. So up here, folks can observe the fights, see what's going on there. Yeah, that's the really cool part. It's an arena where you have like this sort of audience that can sit here and spectate. But this is here in the upper level, where for the most part you want to have like where you will have your food because you don't want blood to get in your food, right? You don't want that. The splatter has a much lower chance of getting up to this level, so you can safely eat and drink and whatnot here. So here we go. We're serving stuff. We're good to go. What's cool though is how we're climbing like pretty high up, and so we're kind of like in the clouds, which is great. Also great. Check out how the clipping here is you don't really see it, actually. So here we are, we're looking at these tiles. Notice how the tiles, they overlap, but not in the way that's causing the flickering. Yeah, really, really well. Really well done. So I think there's still more that we can climb, but yeah, like here's like an example of like the overlap and the shaping of these different tiles. Yeah, fantastic, dude. So let's check out the other side here because we have to like go down and then up again. Yeah, so down here, up this part. It's such a great looking natural arena because you have like this whole dome shape, and that's what helps to maintain it, help protect it from the elements and all that. That's like a smart way to do it. And then here you get like this sense of scale. Like you can imagine like a whole dungeon experience that's happening here. You know, people are fighting their way up and all that, or there's like lots of fighting down there. It's a huge scene. It's a huge, huge scene. So let's climb up these stairs. Beam, 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 beam. Then we get up here. And while the clouds are starting to look kind of funny, oh well, too bad. They're looking kind of funny, but like the top here, we get this whole sense of, a whole sense of height and depth. It's great. It is great. Let's cut across. And we get a, bit of a view up from up here. Oh, and here is like the grand seat of the war chief. Hell yeah. Okay, they can't see anything, but but here's where they would just like sit there symbolically. But then otherwise, they would be observing like all the fighting going on down there. That's sick. And then, if this was a raid, this is where, the boss would come out, do the whole RP thing, jump down, boom. And then the actual raid fight would start. That'd be sick. That would be hella sick. Let's see, then we cut across here and to the flight point. Excellent. Dude, this room alone, oh, sick, dude. So good. People would be all over like, oh my God, I gotta get the blueprint for this guy, something, something, something. Yeah, it's great. Absolutely great. This was a total surprise. I did not expect something like this here. All right. And that's not all the rooms either. We still got one more down the center, or one more maybe. Well, whatever the case, we went left, we went right. We have no choice but to cut through the mid. Let's go. That arena, extremely memorable. Well done on that, dude. I mean, well done with all this too, but it's the fact that there's like a newness to that one. Really good. And behind door number 3 is boop, the boss. And a big face, a big goofy face. Now this has a retail kind of feel. It looks like we're in a bar of sorts. We're in this very Mechagon vibey bar. But I really like the shaping and everything around this. No, this isn't just any room. This is in, I don't know actually. Is this an artisanal room? Because this roof does not look familiar. I missed the control room. Okay, we'll backtrack, but we're here now. We will turn back and we will find we will find the other one. But we're here now. I can't tell. Okay, that's that's just the gazebo. Yeah, never mind. So this is not an artisanal room. It's just a big old thing. But what do we have? Of course, we've got the boss. We've got a huge feast. Grand depiction. And we got guests too. They are not alone. We are partying We're having a great time. It is opulent. It has like this great mix of style in here, you know, because we still have the very heavy metallic themes, lots of machinery going on, but it's more like the kind of thing that's built into this more rugged style room. Now, the machinery, for the most part, it looks like it's what is sort of like reshaping the pillars here, because of course you have like these large pillars down here. So the machinery is doing a great job of kind of like skinning it to be a little bit more than just like a giant, a giant pixelated structure there. But then the surface, of course, it's full metallic. Large platforms are helping to set up the stage there. We have like these smaller areas to the left and right for like looks like storage and everything. But we pan back and oh man, what an amazing creation here. There's Bob's going all nuts. Yeah, great cast of characters that are helping to bring a little bit of life in here. And then here's our cafe spot, or our kitchen spots. Very, very interesting setup that they have here. Using some Mechagon style parts as grills. Excellent. Excellent. But we do have some manual cookware too. Very well lit stove with a sort of metallic colors. This takes us into the fridge. Awesome. Oh, I like this. It's a nice. This is a nice little kind of like standing shelf for like different sorts of pantry sorts of things. That's cool. I love this too. The help. Have a little bit of goblin help. Excellent. And then we're gonna let's go to the stage now. So again, notice huge platforms. You know, in this case, purposefully being used, made large. I'm sorry, to create the stage. Very complete drum set. I feel I am not knowledgeable about this, but it looks like they have a very intended shaping going on here with having multiple sets here, but it's uneven. So I have a feeling they know what they're doing because I don't. Here is our string stuff with our piano. Yeah, so full on thing for a band. You know, they chill here. So very, very well done with the stage and everything here. And the way it's presented here too. You know, we have like the whole spread of guests and whatnot, especially Tiberius there. That's Tiberius, right? Yeah, okay. Or Tiberian, I'm sorry. The whole audience is here to enjoy the vibes. It's great. So we're going to climb up, I believe. Yes, up these stairs. And we got a little bit more. Boom, boom. Oh, puppy! Every house with a puppy is a win house. Absolutely. All right, so up here, I'd say this is the most restful spot that we've seen so far. You know, because we just have a very nice library set up. Quiet time with puppy. Okay, puppy will probably cause some excitement, but it's all good. Let's climb up a little bit more on the spiral. We get up here. Note how we have like lots of walls being set up here to close off the spots. Because I believe they said that this was a outdoor room, and given the height, yeah, most definitely. So here are more library stuff. So yeah, it is ironically also like perhaps a quieter part of the house, or at least of this build. Now there was another side to this. There's a thing that says jump puzzle over there. I'm very curious. I think I can make my way up by climbing. Yeah, there we go. We can climb the other side. So we'll go past the floating check-in desk. Appreciate that. Here's an arrow that points this way. Because I don't know. It's all good. Yeah, so we'll climb and climb and climb. And then we get here. All right, so Great collection of stuff that we have. Nice and cluttered in a good way. Oh, check this out. Oh, this is very, very involved. Check this out, dudes. Love the mess that's made with all these stools. All these color stools. It's highly, highly detailed here. That's so good. That's a lot of time making all these chips and making them feel natural. That's the big one. Over here, we got our full-on TV. Super duper bright. Glows are fantastic. Really bringing out what's going on in that painting. I'm sorry, TV. We got more guests. What a great, great place. All right, so something jumping puzzle in the arcade machine. This is a throne. So I think that's what's going to take me to Narnia, right? Let's do it. Boop. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh boy. Weird. Okay, so it is a jump puzzle in the outer part of the house. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so wait. Do I just sink back in? Okay, so it works like that. Okay, so this is gonna be slightly disorienting. So we make our way up. Oh wow, check out. Oh, there's the arena, I think. Yeah, I think that's the arena up there. So we come up here. Okay, it kind of throws me off because I'm partially like fusing with the wall here. And now this will... Can I just walk on this? I think I just walk on this, right? I don't know if I'm supposed to. Am I breaking rules by walking on this? Because I don't want to break rules in the jumping puzzle. That would feel rude. Or maybe I just walk across this. And then I'll figure it out. Fall and then I go into the void. Excellent. I'm stuck now? Oh no! Oh, because I'm in the outside of the room. I walked back inside. Oh no, disaster. Okay, don't worry. I still need to go back and explore another thing too. So that makes it tough. That's gonna make it tough to do the jumping puzzle. I'll try to figure it out. I'll try to not make that mistake again. But first, there was a control room that you had mentioned, so I'll make sure I go back to that real quick. Goddamn, dude. Telling you, man, the spectacle of some of these builds is insane. All right, so somewhere here is a control room. Let's find it. So, that sign is, so this is a hallway. And then this takes me into this other room, but that's not it, right? Oh, it's upstairs. Okay. So here is, oh. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Nice. I think I've seen this as well, but there's so much to enjoy with this. So here we are in the cockpit of this. Well, it's basically a car, or it's a monster truck. That's how I'm imagining it. We're on top of the monster truck. We need... There are windows there as a formality. We have to use the periscope to actually see. And then dude's driving with this ghetto wheel. Oh, man. Meanwhile, the people here, they are maintaining other stuff, I imagine. You know, they're manning sensors, weapon systems, or they're just, you know, these are all... Maybe these don't actually do anything. They're all just fidget spinners, and they just want to make themselves feel better by hitting buttons and stuff. It's like, oh, this makes me feel good. Meanwhile, the actual work This is being done here. Notice how it's not connected. It doesn't seem to be connected to anything. Perhaps that's what's going on here. But from here, though, like you can see, just it's great, great shaping. Yeah, it's so filled out. From the weapon racks to the privacy screens, whichever ones that you're using, to the different doohickeys. Yeah, everything is so filled. Magnificent. You got to think, like, before this, they must have lived in Mechagon. Farming, 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 gathering entire inventories full of spare parts and everything. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. But now we're ready to try this again. Jumping pulls around 2. Now, the difficulty here, I feel, comes from the consequences of if you venture wrong. Uh-oh. What? Okay, there we go. We made it. Okay, so from here, we just need to try to not venture too far inside, right? So, all right, so the part of the challenge is like the whole camera angle. So from here, okay. There's rope things to climb. Got it. Now, okay, so. All right, so we made it up level 1. And that is not something I can just jump across. Oh, shit. Damn it. Let's try this again. Okay. So boom, climb, climb. Okay, now I'm here. Oh boy. This is tough. Oh boy. All right, and then climb. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Where's the thing? Okay, there it is. Then that one. Okay. This is a little hard to see. Boop. Oh boy. Don't bounce off that one. And then this is this good? Can I go inside now? I don't think there's anywhere else I can go, right? I hope. I'm good. Okay. Whew. Dude, this is a trip, man. This is such a trip. Oh boy. All right. Let's see where this adventure takes us. Boop. Ooh. Okay, so this is the Herondar stuff that I saw earlier. And now I'm rewarded with this upper skybox room. So I think we're above. Yeah, we're just above the stage, right? We climbed outside the universe and we made our way back in. And now we're above the stage. Oh, and we're rewarded with being devoured. Right. I'm rewarded with alien stuff. Wonderful. We'll go there in a bit. Let's see. Is there anything else to explain? Okay, so we have like little Nazoth looking eyeballs here and all over. So it's kind of like so it gives that the whole depiction of, Herondar was devoured. Something Yasiraj. Let's go. And this will take me outside. Wow. Wow, dude. It's some very, very different scenes that we get here, but boy, are we rewarded. Man. Yeah, lots of blowaway scenes. I gotta say, though, that arena, the vibe that comes from that, it felt highly immersive. Something about that felt very, very distinct from just about any other kind of outdoorsy scene that I've that I've been to. I'm gonna go back there again because it was that memorable for me. It was great. So in case anyone who like missed it, so I just want to make sure you definitely see it because it's worth another look. Now, don't get me wrong, like the style that I've seen from this creator has been, this it's been very consistent with like the very metallic look and everything, and it's been great. But there's just something about this whole outdoorsy space here that comes off different. Maybe it's the fact that it comes off with like the smokiness and all that. It's this setup right here. This shot feels especially epic. Somehow I'm reminded. This is gonna sound weird. I'm somehow reminded of Metal Gear Solid, where you got to break into like this one spot. You got to find the thing. You got to make sure you don't get caught. And so you're sneaking around and you're slowly like throwing people into balloons and they get yeeted up to like wherever. It feels like this because it has this multi level thing to it. And because it's so visible, it has a certain sense of scale. It just feels really good to look at visually. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And there are folks coming in. Yeah, come on in. Oh god. But what are their plans? I don't know. Oh, they're gonna fight. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, what a spectacle. Ah, that's great. This is great. Woo woo. And then we'll cheer him on. Or we'll get scared. Or we'll just watch the whole thing going. Oh god, it's getting busy. Yes. And so if I was above, I would be watching all this thing, everything going on below, and it'd be like, yep, yep, yep. No blood stains here. Oh boy, they're getting in my face though. Oh boy. Awesome, awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to Z's Loud and to everyone who had shown us their stuff today. Excellent. Excellent builds, man. This was amazing. I had so much fun today. What's gonna happen? He's back there. Okay. So what's gonna happen now is I will actually head out for the day. Because there's like I said, there's a add-on video that I want to work on. That should be a lot of fun. And that'll be out tomorrow. So for folks who are like into housing, whether you're brand new or if you've been doing this for a while, hopefully some of these add-ons or one of these add-ons will be of some help to you guys. But I want to thank you guys once again. Y'all have been amazing, as always. And I hope to see you for more because we got some more visits coming in tomorrow and Thursday. We should have a great time. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as